fall of commercial rap. Contenders heard I'm back. Doors are wide open, time for some murder tracks. Brooklyn, North Philly, all hoodlums walk with me. This is documentary rap, not Walt Disney. New York City, it's the illest team you ever seen since J and Beans. We are the Nazarenes, from the path of kings. We're like spacecrafts with fitted hats and baggy jeans. Douse the booth up with gasoline. Grab the steam, the bars hit your castle and you have to lean. Gun talk, rhymes slide up in my mind like a magazine. They spray all over my page like an M16.
Yo, who's hip-hop's purer? Our aura's like an AK Bible and some Soros. Precinct Kamachi, prophetic explorers. The duo so spaced out, alien smut bitches adore us. We back to the hood in a kitted up Taurus. The king's here, and y'all ain't got nothing for us. We've been anointed, stained glass in the six-pointed. Philly, Brooklyn, hard rocks, leave your jaws disjointed. If you ever speak blasphemy, I ain't home if the Grim Reaper knocking ass for me. Intelligent hoodlums overcome tragedy. Pre-skated 10 commandments laid out the path for me.
Who accepts what he sees. Choose the pill. I can't even finish it. I couldn't even finish it. Yo, what's up? What's up, world? What's good out there? Yo, welcome to another Killah Priest podcast. I am your host, Killah Prizzle. Killah Priest. I ain't sheep. And in the cockpit of the rocket, none other than A Dizzle, AD, flying the rocket.
Yo, yo. What's good? Check 1, 2. Y'all can hear us out there? Yeah.
And then we got special guests tonight. Good friend of mine. Brother's been doing mad work. Man, I'll let him explain it. We got Jason. Yo,
thanks for having me here.
Guadalajara. That's
yeah,
it.
there you go.
I had it right?
Guadalajara.
Yeah, that's a dope name, bro. It's a dope name. Yeah, man. I was like, yo, Guadalajara.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, man. We go back. So I'm glad you're here, man. Yo, AD, what's good with you, bro?
Man, another day, another dollar. Just keeping it rocking.
What's good with the super chat, yo? I see y'all coming up in the building. Peace up to the Rockets. What's the other name of the group? The Rockets and the Contact, right? See y'all coming in there, yeah. Up in the building. Familiar faces. Yeah. We're going to get into it. You see the YDB Wiley's right there. Yep. You see the fly joints. We're going to go into everything. We're going to talk to my man. His description is on there. Make sure y'all hit the super chat. Make sure y'all hit the likes. Tell people to come through because on this podcast, we need to keep it going and get more people in and more people noticing real rap music, real topics, real just build about everything that's on your mind, your conscious, things you want to get off, and just therapeutic, for the brothers and sisters that's going through something out there, you know what I mean? And we just here kicking it, man, because life is too short, and we just got to take it one day at a time and always build. You know what I mean? That's what we say all the time. In the gods in the nation of gods and earth, they say build. You know what I'm saying? Always build. So many great leaders, Palmer said leaders, said move forward. There's a lot of philosophers and great speakers and fate speakers out there, and that we had in the past and the present. That was put here for us to keep it moving, yo. Word. Y'all see me?
For real.
Like my new joints, keep it dope, yo. Yeah, everybody in the building. I see y'all coming through. Yeah, AD. Yo, so what's good, man? What's good with you, bro? Let's get it going.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
As you know, I've known Priest for probably 10 years now, 12 years, something like that.
Oh, I thought it was a little longer than that. Yeah,
a long time.
Yeah.
And I make shoes and products in skateboard industry.
Right.
and I'm here today to talk about this dope shoe that we just got coming out pretty soon.
Nice.
ODB times FP Footwear.
Nice.
It's just like a skatable. It's kind of like inspired by a boot like Timberland, like how ODB used to always rock, but it's skatable. Right?
Yeah,
You see what I'm
he
saying?
did. He did wear a lot of shoes like this. Yeah, exactly. Yep. That's crazy. You got the album cover on here. Hey, man, I'm on this album, so I feel
You're
good.
on there.
I feel good. I feel honored, man. This is crazy. Yep, Return to 36. So what? So how did you get started? How did this all come to its
It's been a
reality?
long road. I was a skateboarder, and I thought I was gonna be a professional skateboarder, and then one day I just broke my knee, ACL, and that kind of put an end to that. So the next best thing is what could I do involved in skateboarding still? And that was produce products for skateboarders and try to make the best products possible. So I just, I was 27 at the time. I flew to China and found a factory and started working on one product, and then over the last 8 years we've grown it into everything, skateboards, clothes, shoes, insoles, and
Man,
it was just super lucky, I got lucky, it all worked out, and now
but
the
you work
products
for
are
it, man.
all over the world.
You put it there. You got products all over the world, man. We have a store here out in LA.
Yeah. We got a store in LA. We just opened a store in Barcelona. The grand opening is going to be in 2 months from now. Concrete Visionary.
Man, make some noise for big things.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get that noise started. He's doing big things.
But this is the
man.
extra special. This is the extra special thing. That's because like you said, I've known you for a long time.
Yeah.
During the time when I first started, I think I knew you then. So it's gone so far, and then you're the one that helped me put this together.
Thank you, brother.
And shout out to Callista, right?
Right, Callista. Yeah, Callista.
It was dope, and we just were in Manhattan last week, and we did a shoot with YDB to represent for his father, and I think you got some photos of that, right, AD?
Yeah, shout out to YDB,
Let's
man.
look at those photos.
Flying Fox is back. Make
Yeah.
some noise. Where you been, bro? And these glasses, man. These Matrix. Nobody noticed my new fly Matrix Morpheus joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, good looking AD. This came from A Dizzle. Word. I bust out my knee trying to be. Flying Fruit said he was a skater. He bust out his knee for trying to be a professional.
Yeah.
That's the thing about skating. While we pull that up, there's a lot of injuries involved. You're an athlete.
Yeah, it's crazy because you do it every single day, dedicated to it, and then it could be gone in a second,
Right.
And that's what happened to me. It was just that was it, I could skate after that, but never the same.
Right. Or ACL.
Yeah, the meniscus was flipped, and
Man.
yeah, there's there they are right there at the top, right there. Yeah. So we got a dope video coming out soon.
Dope, yo.
With,
Look at YDB, yo.
At the ODB.
So glad, brother.
Mural right there.
Yeah, that's out in BK too, right?
Yep. Right.
Old City, yep. Exactly. I gotta get in touch with him, man. YDB. He gave me his math. I got his math.
Right.
He gave it to me. Yeah, that's fly.
Look at some of the videos or whatever.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah.
So if you want these shoes, just follow us on Instagram at FP Footwear, because this is a one-time dope thing, and
yeah, man, that's
they'll probably
fly.
come out.
So how many colors?
There's gonna be 3 colors.
3 colors.
Yeah, he's rocking the real boot-looking ones right there. See that?
Okay.
And YDB on a skateboard.
Oh, the question was for you,
Tight.
Jason. He said, Jason, I busted my knee.
Then he knows it's not fun.
It's
two
not
two
fun.
knee surgeries. Right here.
Damn, man. Word.
Gotta pay
I've fallen,
to play.
and I can't get up.
Exactly.
Man, so you have that color, and what's the other color?
There's gonna be it's tan, but I don't have that one here.
Oh, is that the one that he's
That
wearing?
he was wearing.
Oh, okay. All right, what's the sizes? What size are they?
Oh, it's gonna be in like all men's sizes, starting from like 6 to 14.
All right, 6 to 14. All right. Okay, so all your information, that's good.
Yeah.
So you said you was living out there in China. How was that, man?
Yeah, so China is crazy, and that's kind of one of the things I wanted to
Away from my pool.
talk to you guys about, because like Wu-Tang Clan, Wu-Tang is from China,
Yeah.
and through my injury, I had the luck to meet a real Wu-Tang master, a Qigong master. His name is Master Joe, and if you just Google the name Master Zhou, there's tons of YouTube videos of this dude. Like they did the temperature camera on his hands.
Right.
It's over 200 degrees. He could just make his hands. So he's like a healer. He could do the fire. He can make fire and all that. He could
Come out his hands?
Yeah, he could grab something and like start it on fire. Right.
Get out of here.
So yeah, so
Hot palms?
I seen him on YouTube,
Right.
and he ended up being like in LA.
Right.
He had escaped the Communist Party back in like the 60s or 70s or whatever. He was in Los Angeles. So I went to meet him, and it was all real. Like,
Right.
So-
I was about to talk about that because there's a
Yeah.
lot of fake cats out there.
Dude, he took a compass and he made it spin in circles just with his hand, like a real, like right in front of me, like nothing fake. I seen him bend a sword on his neck, and all of us couldn't. It was a real thick sword. We couldn't do anything. He just bent the sword in half. It was nuts. And even after it was bent, we couldn't move it.
No doubt.
Like, he's the real thing. And so in China, he's considered a national treasure. They know that he's real there. And so when he comes, like, I was fortunate enough to go with him back to Wu-Tang Mountain, where he was born, in China, and like really see Wu-Tang. It's called Wudongshan. So I got to see like the monasteries there. The ones from way back then. It's still all like it's kept together.
Wow.
And I think that's like what some of these videos are right here.
Preserved. There it goes. There it goes.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Somebody said, rest in peace, Ryan Dunn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see
Shout
that.
out.
Oh, you know him?
Yeah, he was one of the Jackass crew.
He passed
Most
away?
skateboarders know about him. Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, yo. My bad. Yeah.
Does he teach healing? Yes, Master Joe teaches Qigong. He'll if you go through his initiation, he will open your energy channels and then teach you how to absorb energy. And it's pretty wild.
How's it?
It's a dedication. You got to be committed to it, but you can feel it, and he'll teach you how to absorb from the heavens and the earth. That's how the ancient Chinese like describe it. And today you'd say there's a solar shower of electrons constantly raining on us, and then there's electricity coming out of the earth at the same time, negative and positive charge, right? So the Chinese knew about it before the scientists knew about it. And
Wow.
they teach you how to. We're always absorbing it, but they'll teach. It's like lifting weights. They'll teach you how to absorb energy, like a conscious thing. And then after a certain point, you can start using that energy for healing or for other things.
Wow.
And they would use it for martial arts.
So this energy is an ancient tradition. It's been going on and stuff.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's heavy.
And Master Joe, when he first came to California, he was already like, I want to say 60 years old.
Right.
2 years straight, he won the California Martial Arts Championship at 60 years old.
Right.
And how he would do it is he'll just touch you, he'll turn you off. With the energy, he'll just shut your body off and you couldn't move. That's how he won 2 years in a row.
What?
Yeah. And so then they
AD
look him
be
up
back.
on YouTube.
No, we're gonna get
It's
AD.
crazy.
AD went out for a minute.
Yeah,
today.
it sounds like this is crazy, but
We gotta
what's
pull
so
that
cool
up.
about Master Joe
You gotta
is
remember this. 'Cause
he's
I've
done all this stuff for the cameras on TV shows. You could just go watch it right now when you're done watching this.
No, we're gonna pull it
Yeah,
up. We're gonna
yeah.
definitely gotta see this. You gotta see he turning people off. He hitting the switch. He hitting switches. Wow.
Yeah, he's wild.
You know, while you saying that, let me just go off the subject a little bit because you
Yeah.
say touching people and turn it off. Guess what movie I just seen? I told you off camera, so just turn it off.
What is it?
Dark City. AD, have you seen Dark City?
I have not.
Yo, any of y'all seen Dark City?
Rip Harold Hunter. Yeah, it's like the original Matrix.
Yes. Yo, I didn't know they was turning people off like that, yo.
Yeah, that movie is dope.
Yo, I got one thing to say before we get back into that. How come all these movies that like Dark City? Because I seen it in Dark City. What they had to get to? The Shell Beach? What was it called? Shell Beach.
Right.
How come they always have these beaches they have to get to? I mean, look at the Truman Show. You know what I mean? I was thinking about the Truman Show. They had to get to that beach. It was about to get to this beach. Requiem of Dream. There was a beach in that one. You know, every time they show somebody fantasizing, it's this beach.
I kind of feel like subconsciously the ocean represents the unknown to man, because we still don't even know what's in there. You know, it's like deeper than to get to outer space inside the ocean.
Oh man, that was a
Check
beautiful.
your phone and see if
That was a beautiful answer.
all pulled
The
up.
unknown.
If he's downstairs, I'll go.
Ocean is deep,
Yeah, they called you right
and
now.
there's things in the ocean that's unknown.
Is he clear? Is he downstairs?
Yo, if you never saw Dark City,
They want you to call
Who?
to the front.
I already called them. I cleared him.
Oh, okay.
yo, if y'all never saw Dark City, it's I think it's like
So
an
yeah,
occult.
go
It's
get
like
it.
it's like a classic, man.
Dark Seed is the best.
Yeah, so I'm a fan of Dark City now, and it's just like the Matrix. It's just like the Matrix. Which one came out first?
Dark City came out first. And I remember when I got all into Dark City, I was like, dude, did the Matrix copy this?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but I looked it up and it was like they were in post-production of Dark City when the Matrix like started shooting or the script was done. So they say that there was no like conflict or whatever, but
they gave him that.
Him and Neo go through like the Christ transformation, right?
Right.
They go through the
Yeah,
movement.
Yeah, you can say that. I have to have you feel like you're in a dream, Neo. Yo, yeah, and you know what? Probably that, because every certain amount of time, and we haven't built anything as a so-called great country as we are. You know what I mean? We down in a lot of things, and I mean, there's a lot of free countries out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not telling us everything. They be lying. You know, our people lie to us. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But it's like everything that's out there. Was the point? What was the Matrix, right? And then
Yo,
I was
Morpheus,
gonna say,
he said it best when he was like, when you're in the system, you're still part of the system. So you're
Yeah.
gonna defend that system, right?
right,
And I think that's a lot of what we got going on. It's like
right.
people just like asleep in the system, but they don't know any better because everything tells them that. It's this
Yeah.
way.
They were sticking that thing, and just like they stuck it in his head, they stuck the needle, whatever they had.
right.
They were sticking it in inside of their third eye, the pineal. And I was catching that part, and I was like, oh, this is something I have to go back to and check this out, because that's kind of crazy, man. And they were like, Dark City's a good, bad reviews, but I love it. Yeah, it's definitely like a cult classic, man. That was one of the joints.
But if you get into it, I'd probably watch it like 20 times. So
I'm on a New Jack. Yeah. Oh, so you know all the real stuff.
Yeah. I've seen that movie so many times.
Pardon me. Stuck on headphones. Yeah, so you was out there in China, man, and
Here's an
What's up,
interesting thing I learned. Originally, the martial arts had actually come from India. That was the first culture. And then Chinese had visited India, and they came back to Wudongshan, and that's where they did. It's Tai Chi that was originated from there, and then Qigong, and they got it from India. And even that's what Master Joe taught me, right?
Wow.
And then a lot of people don't know that.
wow.
And then there was Shaolin. So those were the early two, and that's why we've, till this day they've got the Shaolin Monastery, and they still got the guys in Wudongshan, and it's like preserved. It's still like it was back.
Wow, that's crazy, man. But it's not far fetched to believe that. You know what I mean? The monks, the yogis,
Right.
You know, right? The
Yeah.
yogis and stuff like that, and plus Siddhartha, right? Siddhartha was that's some crazy stuff, man. Yeah, I'm checking out y'all. If y'all have any questions for Jason, I'm bugging. If y'all have any questions, my bag, man. If y'all have any questions for Jason, just come on in here, man. We talking about some real equilibrium. I didn't see that yet too.
I haven't seen that either. I heard it was like The Matrix though.
Yeah, shout out. Who said that? Let me give him a shout out real quick. Who was it?
Muddy Waters. Yeah,
Muddy Waters said Equilibrium. I'm going to check that out because, we still under the COVID. And I have a binge where I sit down and just watch movies
Right.
that I haven't got a chance to really watch before. But Dark City got me going. I'm going to have to watch that again. I watched it before we came. These beaches and stuff. It's crazy, bro. Word. So
The only thing about Dark City is like, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but does he ever make it back to the Earth or what?
What?
You
Wait a
know
minute.
what I'm
Hold on. Wait. Whoa.
I always wonder at the end of the movie, did they ever make it back to Earth? Because he's got the power.
They
to
wasn't on
control
Earth?
everything. No.
Oh, see, you told me too much.
No.
Whoa, that was crazy.
No, they're on just some spaceship. It's like some crazy ass spaceship thing.
See, they tell the truth in these movies.
Yeah.
And at a certain time, to go back to what you said about the Matrix and Dark City was doing that at the same time, it's like at certain periods of time we get this opening, right? Where you create this shower of, like you said, this shower of information that comes upon us or transcends or descends or whatever upon us, and we create.
That's exactly right.
And sometimes they have to tell the truth. They have to tell the truth, and it comes out through movies and how we built things, and it's incredible. So we live on a planet, and that's governed. Now we in Mercury retrograde, so it's governed. So all of this wild stuff is happening, man. It's just crazy.
And that's one of the things that I left out when I said that we're receiving energy all the time, but it's conscious. It's conscious. So there's, like you said, there's information in that energy. So one of the things they noticed, people who are studying like evolution, was that primitive man started using tools around the same time, but they were never connected, like on different parts of the world, emerged using these same tools, right? They didn't teach each other. So why is it at one time man like advances like this, right? And that's kind of like the theory that of the subconscious mind, is that we're all dreaming this dream together, connected, and we don't subconsciously we don't know this, but we receive this information all together at once like a dream, and then certain people who are channels that are a little bit more connected will start bringing it out first, right? But we're all dreaming like this same dream. That's like the subconscious. So it makes sense when you look at like the indie yogic philosophy and all these different philosophies. They're saying the same thing that psychologists are saying and science is saying, but they just say it in a different way. When you see the whole thing, it makes sense. You're like, okay,
That's heavy shit. That's real.
yeah, we're all dreaming the same dream.
Wow. We all dreaming the same dream, man. Wow. Damn. So where's the reality at?
That's a good question. I guess it's what you make of it.
Reality is what
I
you
couldn't
make
answer
it.
that question.
Nah, that's real. That's real though. Reality. Yeah, I think you just answered it for me. Reality is what you make it. And so every day we have to just do something. I always think like, every day we have to do something, especially in these times, is push ourselves to advance and take this time to, either meditate, come into your own, to create and get stuff out.
100%.
I think. Yeah. You agree?
100%.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yo, man. Yeah. Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. AD, we got another guest coming in, so he's gonna go get him and stuff. Do you want some tea, man? I'm drinking some
Yeah, let
tea.
me get some more of that.
Yeah.
Tea is good.
I pour mine for the prana. So the prana is a
okay.
Sanskrit word, energy. So the further you come up and come down, as that energy in it and the air in it. So we should and what
That
we
is
drinking?
good.
What we drinking, y'all? We're having it's a oolong tea. And I know you've been out in China. What do you think about it?
It's good. It's good. It tastes. It reminds me just being back in China.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? That's where I got it from, yo. Yeah, you see it? No doubt, man. I got this from, and for y'all out there, it's a oolong, and I'll tell you the name. It's called Iron Goddess, but the other name, the American name is that is an American name, right? No, Iron Goddess is more Chinese, but Master's Choice. If you ever get a oolong, get the oolong called Master's Choice or Iron Goddess. It's the same one. It's an oolong. It's very, very good. What do you think? Right?
Like I was saying earlier, anytime you sit down in a restaurant in China, the first thing they do is bring you tea.
Yeah, I get that.
And they bring you, it's called Hong Cha, which is like, they call it red tea, but it's like really black tea. Ooh. Or Hua Cha, which is flower tea. And then this tastes to me like, really tastes like Hong Cha though, so I'm wondering if that's oolong that they're actually serving.
Wow.
But they believe that cold water is bad for you, so if they don't give you tea, they give you hot water.
Oh, wow.
Which I don't like.
I'm a cold guy,
water,
too.
you know? So they always give me this boiling water, and I'm just like, I can't drink this. But it's better for you. You're supposed to drink that better.
Some of our RTs, man. I love my RT people out there, but it's like, man, give me that cold sometime, man. Yo, for y'all don't know, RTs is room temperature. Room temperature. Room temperature.
I thought you were talking about Russia Today.
Yeah.
The news channel.
RTs is like, yo, man. Oh, man, yeah, that's very cool. Wow.
And I got some funny pictures here I wanted AD to show, but
yeah, we'll get some.
Can I put that on? Maybe
yeah, wait till you come back. He'll be back in a minute. Somebody said sweet thing. Somebody said and the leave. Shout out to y'all, man. This is Jason. Tell your boy I'm out front. He's been waiting. How did he do it? That's AD.
Oh, here they are.
Yeah. He's coming?
We gotta interrupt the broadcast and find out where he's at.
Oh, he said he's out front. Oh, yeah?
He's out front of the E building.
He probably went to the other end because there's two
Make sure he
entries.
goes to E building. The side towards the parking lot.
Okay, I mean, whatever we got to do, bro.
Let's look at some of these pictures of Wu Dongshan real quick, though.
Okay. Did he say anything back?
Yeah.
Okay, here's that.
That's Master Joe right there. So if you look him up on YouTube,
the cat with the dark hair.
That's
Master Joe.
Yeah, that's it. That's Master J. That's Master J.
All right, no doubt.
And look him up for sure, Master ZHOU. After you're done watching this, and it's wild things that say. This is a temple in Wu-Tang right here, and you see how it's all in the mountains like this. And to this day, you're not allowed to drive a car up to Wu-Tang Mountain. Wudongshan. You can only go by government bus because they're preserving the land. And this is like a view of one of the temples right here where Wu-Tang originated. This is what it looks like. And then I think I got a video of to the left, the one that's 12 seconds over there. Yeah, you could click on that too. Yeah, this is like what the rooftops look like when you're in the mountain with all the temples and everything. They're all built on cliff sides. Yeah, this is the main. That was the main.
Yo, I feel like you can just push a wheelbarrow up there and just have a nice. I know, the cats, the masters with the long white beard, like the real long.
Oh, I got one right here. This is ancient. This is so old they don't even know how old. This is like the days when they came from India, they brought back the teachings. And the photo next to this is like a Wu-Tang master. And I just made it black and white for the effect. It looks cool. But see, he's got the white beard, like you said, and everything.
Yes. I would love to get a cup of tea from him.
Yeah, it was tight.
For real. I know he can, man, just a little cup of tea. It gotta be little. Just little. I just love it.
Yeah, they just do little shot glasses of tea.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just little shots.
That's dope, bro.
This is in South China right here. This is Cantonese area, Guangdong. And they still practice martial arts. It's still strong over there. And this is called Wing Chun. So you guys have heard of Ip Man. So I was living in Guangdong in southern China, and
Ooh.
I was studying under this guy,
Fucked him
Wing
up.
Chun. And one of the interesting things about Wing Chun is that it was created by women, so you can defeat anyone of any size or power. And the point of it,
Dude.
the point of it was to, the point of Wing Chun was simply to defend against the Shaolin and the
Oh,
Wu Tang.
Right.
So they used to come from North China and like raid the villages, and the women learned. They created Wing Chun to protect themselves. It's pretty interesting. So Wing Chun is all about like close, quick strikes and then running away. It's not about long fights. One of the moves in Wing Chun is poking the eyes out.
Oh,
This
man.
This is India, the Elephanta Caves, and this is about 2000 BC. And I got to go here. It was really sick, and so this is kind of where it all started. The Shiva Linga, and the Hinduism and all that stuff.
That shit is hard. Man.
Yeah, this is 2000 BC when this was all made right here.
Wow.
It's called Elephanta Island.
So they brought the arts down into China. Mm-hmm. But it started
Right.
back then.
In
I know
India.
the Vedas are old.
Right.
Yeah, we're trying to see if he's there now.
All right.
Peace, y'all. We just going on the topic because AD had to bounce for a minute. He's gonna start the podcast. Well, I guess we can keep it going. What up, yo? I'm gonna have a toast to y'all. Did you do your shot yet? This is the cold brew.
We doing it? All right, let's do it right now.
Do a shot. Shout out cold brew for y'all. So we lighten up.
But so for me, being able to like started out skateboarding and then being able to do the products and everything got me fortunate enough to be able to like go to these places and see this stuff and learn
gotta
about the
bring me with
martial
you.
arts and all that.
That is fly,
Yeah.
crazy art work.
It's crazy
man.
to think
People
that
built
they
these
carved
things.
that 4,000 years ago, into they just built like caves, pillars and all that.
Man, I always say, man, I tell people all the time, man, if we can go, I know Africa is old, but
It's my next spot. I haven't been there. I've only been to Egypt, but I haven't been into like Africa.
right.
And I wanted to go this year. That was my plan, and COVID just destroyed everything.
Man, yeah.
Dude, we should go to Africa.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
Definitely. Exactly. I would
go on
love to do
safari.
that. I want to go to India, man, and
It is a trip, bro.
yeah, I want to go to India, Africa. I haven't been to either one. I've been to like Egypt and things like that. So-called Middle East, because are you the middle or you the East? I don't know. I'll just be talking, man. I'll just be thoughts. It's like, all right,
The one thing that's crazy about India for me was
good looking Kebab Prax. He said I'll be coming to real. Yeah, I'm kind of getting the hang of this thing, man. It's kinda cool, man. It's kind of getting cool. I'm a Leo, so us Leos. I think you one too, right? Let's get
no,
back
I'm a
to-
Virgo by a few days.
No,
He-
oh well,
he's a homie.
I was talking about him. Yeah, no, because our birthdays in the same month.
Yeah, right,
And shout out to all the Augusts out there.
yeah.
Everybody that's in August, because we had a good birthday. We celebrated our birthday together.
Yep. Yeah.
Vegas, it
That
was,
the best. That was the best weekend ever.
yeah, it was a good time. I'm not gonna lie, I had a very good time man, out there. Word, man, I've been looking for tea for a long time. Out there, what happened to my tea that I actually for when
We couldn't send it. It's in the office in China.
Oh man, I know that's
We
so
couldn't
raw.
airmail
I know
it.
you got that pure. Woo!
I feel like it has to go by boat.
Oh, okay.
They wouldn't let us send it by the air.
Nah.
Put it on the next boat, but
Dope. But
It'll take
it's
a while.
all right. I'll go out there with you. We're gonna get it. Now I'll stash
hopefully we
in my
get to go
bag.
back into China. I'm kind of worried about that.
Yeah, stuff is hard now, man. It's hard to travel. Some people still getting on the planes and stuff like that, but in this pandemic, you never know what to
That's
expect.
right, 100%.
What you think
I
about
agree
that?
with
What you
you
feel
on
about that? I see you look at me like that. Yeah, pandemic, right?
I feel like it's a whole piece of the globalist power play because there's a lot of nationalism movements happening, like Brexit, and in France there's a lot of upset people in Europe as well as in America, and people are starting to wake up to what globalism is, and I think this is like this is why they keep talking about we're never going back to the way it was, right? That's one of their things. Like, if you look at the World Economic Forum, they're saying we're going to use COVID as an opportunity to change the things that we've been wanting to change, you know, in the world. And we just all have to make sure that we understand what globalism is, who they are, and what they own. And a lot of that is like the news. They've been owning the news channels forever, you know, since they took control of our money. And I think the more people that wake up and like learn about that, the better it will be for everyone.
For y'all who don't know, I know y'all, some of y'all shit. News stand for what NEWS is: North, East, West, and South. That's all. So they're telling you stuff from the North, East, West, and South, and they put it all together. That's what they create news with. Yeah. Continue, brother. Man, the knowledge that the places that you've seen, and the stuff that you absorb is definitely coming off you on this channel right here, man.
That's why we're friends. That's why we connect. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And you bring it back. And you share with the brothers and stuff like that. I like what you're doing with ODB, which is a very good thing, man.
That's just an honor for me, for real. Like a real honor. Because like growing up, I had the opportunity every which way to totally be programmed into the system and just ignorant, and you know, and it was like, if it wasn't for Wu-Tang and like certain other rappers, I would have never known any better. You know what I mean? And then I started learning, and you were one of my teachers too, like one of my main teachers. I learned so much from all of it, and then that just gave me the ability to like see through the illusion in a way, like ISIS, right? We take the veil. We lifted the veil.
There you go.
You guys did that for so many people, right?
Thank you,
for generation of people. And so for me to do this, to like circle all around and come back with this, is just like the sickest thing. Like, what else would I even want to be doing right now? You know, like, it's just dope. So thank you very much.
Oh man, you know, man, no problem, brother. It's like it's a universal mantra. What you put out comes back. How many of y'all know that, man? Hit up in the chat room. When you put your energy, whatever you put out there, was good, bro. It's gonna come back, and that's in so many ways, and it's really real like that. It's really real. So just like that energy you talked about in the beginning, magic is real. You know, sometimes, I mean, we don't put our mind to it, but I really truly believe that, you know, those. What's real, you know, what's crazy is that, you know, what comes to your mind, they said that you know, your mind is like a muscle.
Yeah.
The brain, and then when you think of things, your brain just reacts. It turns chemicals. You know what I mean? Chemicals come. And so if that is possible, oh shoot. Let's finish with this.
What's up,
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric in the house, make some noise.
Where's he?
Good.
What's up, y'all?
Tea
time right here?
Yeah, we got some tea, brother.
Nice.
But if, like I was saying, but if that is possible, then everything is possible. It's already magic is happening. You know what I'm saying? Without you even knowing, just to be breathing. You know, we do things that we take granted. Right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Being here now, 2020, at this time, it's a crazy time. You know what I mean? Just be around. What's good, my brother? I'll give you that.
I just listened to your podcast for the first time. I was checking it out earlier today. I checked out the what's his name?
Santos.
Yeah, man, I was tripping out.
No doubt, man. Yeah, Santos goes in, bro. Shout out to Santos, man. He was up here. He was up here. What, you saw the recent one or the first one?
Yeah, the recent one.
It was crazy. I was trying to get you up here to meet. To meet Santos. Yeah, it's
so
crazy.
much knowledge.
Yeah, man. He was and you know what? And see how everything relate. He was talking about walking through walls. That there were people that can walk through walls, and he's telling me about the Chi masters and the Wudang masters out in Wu Mountain and stuff like that that really bent things with their necks. Mm-hmm. And then you have people.
He filmed the video. He knows Master Joe too. Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
What's your experience with Master Joe?
Yeah, we went out. We went out there. That was 2012, maybe 2013.
2012.
Yeah, because my mom had just passed away, and so this was just fresh after that.
Oh man.
And so he heard
Blessings
about
to you,
that,
brother.
and he
Blessings
was
to you.
saying, your mom wants you to be happy, and so that was the whole pervading kind of emotion at first. So we like to have fun, like doing our impression of Master Joe.
Oh yeah,
And he's
funny,
always
yeah.
like, the first step to anything. Happy, relax. And you just let everything go.
He says happy,
This is when you're
relax.
doing qigong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you're releasing any emotion, everything, and just feeling good, and that's how you get the energy to start flowing, right?
Yeah,
That's
you gotta
right.
go to that zero state before you can do the learning, do the work.
Wow.
But he's seen him do what people would call miracles, right? Like bending the sword. There's a video on YouTube of Master Joe bending the sword on his neck, and Eric filmed it, and we were standing. It's on Eric's YouTube channel. It's pretty crazy.
And he asked us not to film, but
but sometimes he's okay with it, and sometimes he's not okay with it.
Great Master Yao show.
yeah. But then you get those haters, the skeptics,
saying it's
writing
fake,
comments.
right?
I didn't want to deal with it. I just disabled the comments. I was about to get into it and be like, shut up.
Yeah.
I guess if you're some random dude, you'd probably be like, yeah, that's fake.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
No, they got some fake ones. We can go through
But
that.
they debunked Master Joe. He was on Stanley's Superheroes. He was on all kinds of different TV shows.
It's all about breathing. That's right, Brian Douglas. He said breathing. Yeah, could y'all teach me how to breathe proper on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the key about breathing. When you're absorbing energy, you breathe with your tongue on the top of your mouth in and the bottom of your mouth out. That's one of the secrets of Qigong. And then technically we're not supposed to talk about it.
Can't talk about
Come on,
Fight
Bruce
Club.
Lee. Yeah, that's what they talk about. That's why I love Bruce Lee, because Bruce Lee, my favorite. He went and he bought the secrets.
Yeah.
We're
Right,
not allowed
they
to
tried
show the movements.
Got it to
Oh,
share.
Like we
wow.
made that promise when we.
I forgot everything anyway.
That's deep.
I got the manuscript with all the movements.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus,
Yeah,
you were training with the you were up in the temples.
Yeah, I was
in
telling
China.
about it earlier, the Wudong. Yeah.
You guys talked about it.
Yeah.
Alright.
It was,
with the Wudong?
Wudong
Yeah, he was
Shanti.
telling me the journey
Yeah.
up to the Wudong. And did you go to the Wudong?
No, I didn't get a chance.
He just brought the enchanted spirits back with him.
But Eric has been to China.
Yeah, he's been to China.
Yeah.
He ate a turtle head, turtle soup.
When
Remember that?
he was starting the company, we were going out there to look for the warehouse that he wanted to work with, or the factory. My bad.
But on another tip, I got some funny photos to AD of like things I've seen when I was in China.
Right.
I don't know if you want to show some of that right now.
Sure, is it right
Just go to that hat and then
Yeah,
go to
then
the
we-
right after that.
And then after this, well, I want to go and then I want to go back to Eric and introduce him really
Oh,
to
yeah.
let them know what he done and how we know each other. And you remind me of my man. He works with us, Proverb Records, ESL. A little bit. I ever told you that? Shout out to ESL out there. Word, yeah, word.
So one of
Alright,
the
so-
things about China is like a lot of people like to wear English, but sometimes they don't know exactly what it says. So you'll see like the funniest things on
My
there.
mom says,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a hat.
So I started collecting like funny, stuff in China, and you could just go on to like each next photo, and like people are gonna laugh at these photos.
Yeah, it's okay.
Don't peep at me.
Don't be shy, okay?
I'm,
This is a fake KFC, and they put Obama on it.
yeah. Ooh. Oh, I don't know how cats can take that. That
In
is
China,
hilarious.
they don't think about anything. They just like do.
They just
anything.
do it, right? Yeah. YKC? Wait a minute, hold on. Bring that back. Bring
this
that
was
back.
at a buffet.
YKC. What does Y stand for?
Who knows, man? They don't. Nobody
They
knows.
just
Yeah,
dump it
it's
up
just,
They just picked some letters.
yo, because there was some article that said Obama liked chicken or something like that. So then they just like made this, you know, trying to say it's like
They were
an
probably
American
like,
thing.
what was that restaurant? Was it KFC? And the other guy was
And they
like,
just-
no, it's YKC.
I know it's KC.
Yes, we can.
This is hilarious, yo. This is hilarious.
Yes, we can.
Yo, this is hilarious.
Okay, so this is at a buffet. It's a crocodile.
Oh shit. Hold on, I gotta take my glasses off for this one.
Yeah,
I gotta take my
I ate
muffins.
that. It was
Hold on.
pretty crazy.
Hold on, let me look at this.
There's a lot of exotic.
He's like,
delicacies out
oh my back. Oh, yo. Wow.
there. This next video is you can all judge me, but I
That
had
is-
to do it.
That's fucked up for the. See, I feel bad for the crocodile, man. For the alligator. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like he was laughing at a party and then he just came in. Ah. Man, shout out to all the players.
This next one
Players
is
out there, alligator shoes, man.
this is pretty gross. But that's in South China they eat this.
That's you?
Yeah, it's like a water beetle, water cockroach.
good.
Rewind that again.
It's
bro.
disgusting though. It's
You can tell
disgusting.
how humid it is.
This is a water beetle.
That's a beetle?
Yeah. They saute it with like jalapenos.
So good.
Did you,
Fear factor.
did you season it? Oh, you ate a beetle?
It's so gross.
That's crazy.
Yo, because it's crunchy at first and then it explodes this juice in your mouth once you bite into it. And it's really gross.
No.
But hey, I had to do it, right? You gotta do it.
No.
Yeah. D's on point
Oh,
tonight.
that's good.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I took this photo too. This was right by where I lived.
And it's,
He has
the
no
guy, "Hey, just
idea.
hold
He has
on."
no idea what it means, you know.
suck babies.
And then the knockoffs. The knockoffs are wild over there. This is you can't sue for this, right? Nitschke.
Nuke or Nate. That's a J though, right?
Yeah.
You could- oh wow, this is hilarious, yo. All day.
Aida's.
Wait a minute. All day I dream about sex, but that's just all day, all long. Yeah. Back in the days, they say all day I dream about sex. Is the Adidas,
Yeah, yeah.
remember that? Yeah. All day, all long I dream as a sex. Oh my god, that's crazy. Ooh,
That was like a waste basket. in public.
Litter, come, recycle. AD, I know you got something to say. I know you're going to kill him on this. AZ is a joker. Yo.
So there's a lot of funny things. And this is Chinese New Year. Look how crazy this is. I walked through this. It's just like millions of people. The whole city through one night goes through this gate for good luck. And it's like millions of people. Like
What?
It's like miles long, just like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gnarly.
yo.
The next video is like it gives it a better view too. That's like Chinese New Year. I don't know about now COVID days. I don't know if you could do that anymore, but it was nuts. But anyways, yeah. Just wanted to share with you guys.
Yo,
some
that
funny
is
stuff.
funny, yo. These made my night. Yes. Stay high is laughing, man. This is just hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, man. Got a bunch out there. Man, that is hilarious. That yo, let me see his face one more time. I don't mean to
you
I'm
love
sorry,
that, don't you,
crocodile.
Priest?
Yeah,
This is
sorry,
a water beetle.
Ooh, I can't believe
All right, I'm
did that.
taking you to. I know the spot. I'm gonna take you there. We're gonna eat something.
So good.
Egg and water beer. Yo.
We
All
ate
right.
pigeon.
So pull up
Had some goat brain in Pakistan.
you ate goat brain?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Even Sharman Ali wouldn't eat that. They were
Whoa.
like, no.
Damn.
Adventure. He had turtle head too, and we're in China.
Turtle head?
Turtle head
Soup, like
soup.
turtle soup. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he's just like pulled the head out of his mouth.
Yeah, it's like a rock. You can't really, you
They
can't really bite
They
into
look like
it.
they got hard heads. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's snapping.
I seen somebody eat dog over there.
No.
A friend from Canada, and I dared her to do it. And we went to the Korean restaurant. She just did. She ate it.
A dog?
I was tripping. Yeah.
Like what kind of dog?
They just they're like these brown mutt-looking dogs that they raise for eating. Yeah.
Get out of here! They raise them for eating.
Yeah.
Damn.
No.
That's a good one.
I ate a lot of things. I can't eat that. That's crazy, man. Dog. Let me see. These make
And
my
then
names.
silkworm cocoons. A lot of people like to eat that over there.
Silkworm cocoon. Now that sounds fly. Silkworm cocoons.
Yeah.
It sounds fly,
kinda
but still.
weird,
Oh yeah, let's pour you up, man. We have an extra cup
This
for
a
us?
shot.
Yeah. Well,
It was
I'm
coffee.
gonna go high so you can get a.
The prana.
Yeah, that's the prana, right?
All
So that's the Sanskrit word for energy. The same as chi.
Right.
My yoga teacher would always be like, first you hold the cup, connect the energy.
Oh man,
Yeah.
look at my cup. Yeah. So now I'm gonna start drinking my tea like this.
And then
That was Damudo, right?
Smell?
You did Korean.
and then taste.
You're correct, brother. Ooh, yeah, smells so good. So this is a ulan. It's called Iron Goddess. Ulan.
Beautiful.
More tea.
I like to imagine that I'm sitting inside of the tea cup,
That's
like
fine.
in a jacuzzi. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we might have us a yogi up here. My cup. Yo, that's crazy, yo. Man, as soon as you said that, I felt like, whoa. Man, I felt like a tea leaf just being
Yeah.
steeped. The words massage. Peace, yo. Peace, y'all. Peace. Everybody that's coming in, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Tell everybody to hit that like button. And remember, when you hit that like button, man, more people coming in, and it's always good. Now, I'm going to introduce the mystery. And y'all seen him for a long time, just sitting up here, just kicking it. But we go back. Yo, AD, I need you to pull up a video. So,
More water for the tea.
yeah, no doubt. Yes, indeed. Thanks, A Dizzle. Word. So he shot one of my favorite videos for me, and this is way back when we was doing it doing Psychic World of Walter Reed. Matter of fact, Psychic, that was my first video, I believe, from that album.
Oh, for
Yeah,
real?
we did. Yeah, Psychic World. Or was it El Thini? No, I really think it was y'all, the one you did. So you had hooked that up, and we all got together, and we sat there for months, right? It took a little while.
Almost like a year.
It was a
actually.
process.
It was-
Yeah. I mean,
It was the document. So he did the document video. So that's Eric and his
Yo,
work.
I still love going back and watching that video. It's so dope.
Yeah.
Because
It
it
was
tells a
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was good with the story. Like he had it all written out.
You wrote the
I
story?
just took and then
That's
I just
crazy.
took it, drew out the boards. We just put all the visuals together.
I felt bad because he's got all the talent with the animation, and I can't do anything. So I'm just
Right.
like, oh, Eric.
Yeah. He laid
Man.
out the roadmap,
Yeah.
and then we worked it out, and then I just
Amazing work, yo. Amazing work.
Yeah.
We're gonna check it out right now. Yeah. This is the document.
Yo, the whole thing is a story, and it's really relevant about what's going on today
yeah.
too.
That's real.
there's the temple that you went to.
Yeah, there's a Wu-Tang right there.
Look through my telescope again and see the dope on my lens. See past the crack, all the coke, all the drug kingpins. Look past
There's
the killers,
me
all
and
the real
Aaron.
niggas. Gassing they buildings, stashing apartments, all the park bitches. Rich with squillers and fillers. Searching the block on who got rocks. They know who got shot and who got knocked. Cruise with the cops, mean mugging. Teens, youngers in front of their buildings where the fiends coming. They cease hustling.
She's
Street
like a
struggling.
vampire from the
Rain
Illuminati
God
temple.
tears.
Then she escaped.
It's crazy. They putting hits on their peers.
Here's the assassin.
I did, right? Yo.
Before you let them throw the book at you.
Here's
Take a
the
page from the rubber.
30
Bloods,
priest.
Crips, adornments. What time is it? What causes earthquakes?
Remember we thought about having a little child,
pop their head up.
a little boy come out from his
We
robe.
thought that was gonna be too much.
Yeah.
But the angels save you. You Thankful, there's vampire demons.
And notice he got a
murdering
Freemason
mind
ring
demons.
on his finger right here.
Filthy
Watch.
spirits,
See?
trying to clean 'em.
And you can probably
Underbrother
notice,
saws and
like,
bosses,
some of the
cars and
characters
portraits.
we
Beneath the
modeled
portrait,
after real
there's
people.
black
Like,
cars
so
and Porsches.
one of the
Those
mobsters
tribes in the
was
wilderness,
Joe
North
Pesci.
America.
Yeah.
Ancestors caused
Who's
that
that dude from
area.
It's called The
Main
Document.
bad guy.
More the scarier.
Here's the fake money notes connected to the Illuminati temple with the satanic blood worship. And now you got people talking about adrenochrome and all those things nowadays, and this is like 12 years old or 10 years old or something.
Hangs over the stone streets where it creeps a drone priest.
Man, that's you.
Yeah, that's
it.
Illuminati.
Vatican. This the part I love.
Called his conglomerates, train smoke right above the monument. He had the documents, eye patch and wise cat, lie back and peep it. Check the secret. Now he's blindfolded on the bridge. Now it's open and blew his
Sends
wig
off the
before
document
died.
before he
took
gets
out 5
taken out.
soldiers. Crime's over. Detectives got his dental records.
And the bird
from his
brings it
rental
back to
wreckage.
kill the
Alexis
priest up in the
hectic.
monastery.
I guess they want to send a message. Dirty work of the devil shepherd. Desperate. Yellow tape below the bridge around
City.
the lake. Ghetto state. These are the
Got
breaks.
it like the
Black and white
40s.
scenes of murder. No traces of the killer's burner. What's even further? The streets is full of unsolved mysteries. What's trigger squeeze? It's
And
me.
there's Eric.
Huh?
Dirty river on the cleaver. This pimp's money, lust and divas.
Oh, you go?
Skateboarders and bucket two-seaters.
They together.
This one's over.
Make some noise, yo. Eric,
Right here.
so, yo, man.
He's one of the most like viral video makers of all time.
That's dope, yo.
Like,
There's a lot of stuff on Giphy. That's like work that I've done at Leno, or now I'm at Ellen.
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno.
Make
yeah.
some bombs.
and at
You gotta
Conan
get-
O'Brien
we
too,
need gunshots.
right? You were at Conan
Yeah, I was
O'Brien.
at Conan for a little bit.
Is that Conan?
Mind Demencia, Adam Carolla,
Wow.
bunch of
Okay.
other
Real joints.
Andy
man.
Milanakis show.
Andy Milanakis.
He did the Andy
That
Milanakis
was
show.
one of the funnest shows because the writers, they just come up with the wackiest things, and like they actually will get on me because I make it look too good. They're like, you gotta make it look more shitty than that. Like, we gotta make it look like Andy did this, you know? Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, they try to. It's like
Yeah.
Dre with some of the beats. Like some he got
It's
a
like
team.
purposefully supposed to look kind of like low budget.
Wow,
My man.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that was a fun job. Like, because the people that worked on those shows, like, that's how it works. Like, you work somewhere, and then if you do good, like, they'll say they'll go on to another show and hit you up. Like, are you free? We need a guy. You know. But,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Go ahead. What you was about
My
to say?
favorite look-in actress was Olivia Munn for a long time. So I remember when she came on Leno. It was Leno, right? And he got me front row seat so I could like peep Olivia Munn. It was pretty tight.
Ooh, that's,
She was very beautiful.
Oh, how about the Lady Gaga incident?
yeah.
So when I first started at Leno, my office was right in the middle of all the action. So there's like the main hallway, the main dressing rooms where they put like, you know, the big stars, and then the hallway goes down to the stage. So I just go outside of my office and chill and see whatever stars go by. Like
wow.
like I go out and Tom Cruise is like standing right there, just like he's like watching the TV and he's like laughing. I'm like, what? Like Tom Cruise is just standing here like he's some kind of regular guy.
Damn.
And
Tom Cruise.
like I was like starstruck at first, like with some of the people. Like I'm sitting there in the hall and Sandra Bullock walks
He was
by.
there when Obama was there, right?
Penelope Cruz walked towards me. I'm like looking at her. It's like she's in slow motion, and it's like we make eye contact for like a good second.
Eye sex.
Yeah, and then
You saw their whole life.
who else? There was I think maybe
Hey, baby.
Sandra Bullock went by. I didn't get the same vibe from her. Like we didn't have that chemistry.
Oh,
But
get out of here. You've been used.
She was cold.
So I find out Lady Gaga is coming on the show, and this is the time where this was like 2009.
I was like
2010.
20 years old back then.
Yeah, so she was kind of just starting to blow up, And he was like a big fan. He was in love with her.
I was like, dude, she's so hot.
Yeah.
Man. I need to meet Lady
I'm
Gaga.
like, hey.
This is before she went like satanic nut job. This is like when she was
It's
like,
like me with Dawn.
Yeah,
Dawn
so,
from In Vogue.
so he comes, he watches the show. After the show, she's hanging around. She's like walking by a bunch of times, and he's just like sitting there in the hall. Like, he's like, is it cool if I like ask her to take a picture? And I'm like, okay, yeah, but I gotta pretend like I didn't know, so you gotta ask her. I gotta pretend like I didn't know about it. Yet, like, I had his phone ready to take the picture, so he asked her, and I just pull out the phone, and I'm like, because she's not smiling, I'm like, smile, and she like doesn't change. She's just like,
How you doing?
poker face.
or don't smile. And then we get the photo, and we're tripping out. We're like, yeah, cool. And then the security from down the hall, he's like, Eric, we don't do that. And I'm like, oh shit. So we take off.
This
We
is
just-
like his first week.
we go for a
at
walk.
Jay Leno.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just started, and then I'm like hearing stuff like, oh yeah, he's gonna hear from the upper up guy, and like people are gonna get fired over this
Eric
sort of
was
thing.
freaked out, and I felt so bad. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I just blew it for
I'm
him.
like, damn,
Shit.
this is like the high point of my career, and like it's coming to an end because of this.
But he never heard anything from anyone, so we were all freaked out. From
It was fine. I actually
The
I had
dude,
to write an
the
email.
dude literally
like,
did the whole.
No. Old school, he took you back to like
Yeah. He just,
1940s?
yeah. He just had to
that's-
scare me, but yeah.
Pull up on YouTube. Obama kicks the door down. That's one he made, and it was like the most viral
made that?
video.
Obama kicks door.
Yeah.
That was on Kimmel.
Oh, for real?
That's-
I mean,
We did that on
they must
Leno.
have-
Leno.
Oh, it was Leno then.
Yeah, but
And then
it
people
became
sent
viral.
They
People,
sent chainmail around, like talking shit
yeah.
on Obama.
They're like, this
look
is
how
your
rude he
president.
is."
Look at him
Yeah, yeah.
whining like a baby.
Yeah, let's check
It
it.
was all fake, and they thought it was real.
Our thoughts and prayers are not enough.
Oh wait, this ain't it.
No.
It's not a,
He says, I appreciate the tenor of the conversation.
No,
not enough.
Oh
So
wait,
there's,
that's in
like,
German. Maybe.
There's a bunch of different ones. If you try
Yeah,
to
that's
find
it,
one
that's it,
got
that's
like
it.
4
I
million,
appreciate the
maybe
tenor of the
5 million.
conversations. I think it will actually yield results before the end of the year, and I look forward to continuing this dialogue in the months ahead. Thank you very much, everybody.
This is it right here.
What? Oh, they,
Oh, what?
That's the original. Oh wait,
okay,
wait.
Here's the comparison.
Oh,
So wait, you gotta go back.
I
What?
appreciate the tenor of the conversations.
Edited video.
I
They're
think it will
debunking your
actually
video.
yield
Yeah, no,
results,
it's funny.
before the end of the
There's
year,
a
and I
bunch
look
of
forward to
remixes,
continuing
too.
this dialogue in the months ahead. Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, here's Eric's on top.
dude.
Yo, do that again, dude.
Yeah, try to find
wanna
the one.
find
It
this
should
one.
have like at least 4 million, 5 million views.
Wow, yo.
It'll be a short. It's like 6-second clip.
Okay, no, that's not it.
No.
It will be like Obama kicks.
Yo, the algorithm must have pushed you back.
Yeah, just.
Original.
Here we go,
oh,
found
yeah,
it.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 million views.
Okay.
No,
In
that's-
this dialogue in the months ahead. Thank you very much, everybody.
Dude, how did you do
Yo.
that?
Tenor of the conversations.
He's a master.
I think it will actually yield results.
I was actually
before
kind
the
of
end of the year.
surprised because so it starts with his real body, and it blends on the turn.
Flawless. That looked flawless.
Now,
It
for
works on
AD
the
to
turn.
say that, because AD is like an
I mean,
extra. Yeah, that's
nah,
your
'cause
work is incredible.
I'm
man.
more of a sound guy.
Yeah.
But like that's a visual effect. I mean, you're a visual effects
Yeah.
artist, so that's dope. I don't know how you did. Do you use Maya or something like that?
I use After Effects. That's
Okay.
my main bread and butter. It's like
Wow.
my third hand.
Wow,
That's dope.
that shit was incredible, yo.
Yeah, we shoot body doubles. But the thing is, I had a great team.
Triple
Over at
JC,
Leno,
go
we
get
had
something
a
to
great,
eat, bro.
Great props department. They set up the rig with the fake door, and it's all ready. We got wardrobe matching the suit perfectly. Good casting, so like the body type is matched pretty well. So you got to match up all those elements. That's
Wow.
gonna give me the best chances to make it work.
Man, I'm not your mind. Your mind is incredible. You know these things, man. Let's make some noise for Eric, man. Yeah.
Instagram, Eric at Eric Silva.
Yeah, it's ERIXILVA.
Oh, okay. How's it working with Ellen, man?
Yeah, it's cool.
Crazy.
I mean, we thank you.
We need a bigger cup for you.
We were doing a lot of viral work early on. We did Pope Pulls tablecloth.
the other cup.
That's another one.
Your cup, AD.
Jesus.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, look up Pope Pulls tablecloth. They actually
The sound.
it's another viral video.
Say it again.
Pope Pulls tablecloth. And then Twitter ended up licensing the video that we did.
Met with the president and he made a speech at the UN. I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. I was really impressed with what he did. He went to the cathedral in Washington. Did y'all see this?
I haven't seen this one. Hey, it's on CNN, so it's gotta be.
How? It's his first miracle.
So yeah, Twitter licensed it for a commercial, which is pretty cool.
He's good, that Pope.
Yo, you caught me out there. I never knew he was going to do that, bro.
Yeah, the guy we got to do that was pretty old. I thought he was gonna fall over and break his hip. He was older than I thought. We were gonna get somebody that could actually. He could barely even walk. Like he was, I don't know, but
It's funny as hell, yo.
It worked out.
Wow, that shit. Yo, man, make some more noise for him, man. Yo, some more noise. That shit was hilarious. That caught me out there, yo. That shit said, "Kaloosh." Man, we got to start doing some more. We got some crazy people out there, man, that need to, or they try to act like they normal. You know what I'm saying? But they be sacrificing kids. Maybe I said too much. We talk about that later. Oh, should we do this and that? Yeah, exactly.
Later.
Yeah, let's toast. Yo.
Cheers.
And we not cheering for those that be kid trafficking.
Nope.
I watched some sick stuff on that earlier, man.
That's yeah.
You know who's good to listen to about that? He's Robert Steele, Steele. He's a ex-CIA agent, and he talks about the whole adrenalized blood and all that stuff with the child kidnappings and all that.
I like David Wilcock. Do you listen to him? Oh, he's the man. He's just like he's like so smart and like he knows about everything. So like he does shows, like he did some on Gaia TV, but now like he's doing his own thing. But he basically he goes into like so much research and history, but is able to just like tie things together.
David Wilcock?
Yeah, he was really into extraterrestrials for a minute, and I also liked how he was talking about
I like him already.
Portals. And he was so specific. He was like, yeah, over in West Iraq, that's where they have the Stargates.
Exactly.
And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. He's like, yeah, that's why we're in Iraq. There's Stargates there.
He's talking
exactly. In the Project Looking Glass.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm saying too much.
I mean, not really, because he's saying so much on his end of things.
That's a trip, though. Especially the Iraq thing, because he was saying, like, the real reason we went to Iraq was to get this technology. They had, it's basically reverse engineered alien technology, and
I love this guy,
it's
man.
like it's like you could look into the future somehow, but David Wilcock kind of breaks it down and also like how it works.
Yeah. Nah.
I love how he talks about dreams. He's got his new book is out, Awakening in the Dream. I just picked it up, but I haven't read it.
Sounds like Carlos Castaneda.
Yeah. He was talking about him too, and because I write down my dreams every day. I started probably like 10 years ago, and because I heard like that we dream every night. But sometimes we just, we let ourselves forget and we don't pay attention. So I was like, I want to test out whether I dream every night. So I'm going to try to dream every night for a year and write it down and see what happens, right? I want to find out if that's true. So I did that, and every night for a year I had a dream. And after that, like, it just became habit. So I just kept doing it. So like every day, that's how I start my day.
Write it down in your dreams.
Yeah.
Did you know how to expand to like ensure that you had dreams? Because I heard there was techniques like vitamin B6 and an herb called gotu kola. So if you take vitamin B6 and gotu kola, you're guaranteed to have a lucid dream.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I'm not trying to plug Alpha Brain from like Joe Rogan's podcast, but I take Alpha Brain also.
Okay.
Guaranteed dreams.
I got some of that.
Yeah, Alpha Brain before?
I do it. Maybe I don't eat before. Last time I tried it, I had a chess lesson. So I'm like, I'm gonna take some Alpha Brain. Maybe I'll be extra sharp at this chess. But I didn't eat or something, and my stomach was like messing with me all day.
I noticed it works better the next day. So if you take it and then the next day you'll feel more.
It could just be.
But my whole point is vitamin B6, and that combines with tryptophan. So there's foods that have tryptophan.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. There you go. So if you have that with vitamin B6, you're like guaranteed those dreams. And gotu kola will help you remember them right after. Like I still have dreams I remember from taking that herb.
So there's
I haven't tried the like physical aids, but I've tried like setting intentions or like asking a question, things like that. Like you want to ask your dream something, and then you'll get the answer. Like one time it tripped me out because I asked for, what did I ask for? It was like I was talking to God or something, and I was like, I was going through a period in my younger teenage days where I was like just kind of like too jaded with everything, so I wanted to feel like a really deep emotion, and I think I asked like for the dream to make me cry, right? So I had this trippy dream about walking through high school and then committing suicide, and when I jumped off of this bridge and I landed, I remember thinking like in midair, like how they say you never land in the dream.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, I want to prove them wrong. I'm gonna prove them wrong, and I landed, and it felt like somebody tapped me on the head. Wow. And then I woke up into another dream with my parents over me, and I'm crying, and I wake up and I realize that I'm crying, and it tripped me out because I remembered that like I asked God to make me cry, so like it just came around, and I was like just tripped out by how the intention was set. And
you made that happen.
Yeah.
They say that's also similar if you want to talk to somebody who has passed. I know it's probably getting crazier, but
no, we need to get crazier.
Well,
it's too normal right now.
If you want advice from somebody.
One thing this brings to my mind is Carlos Castaneda, and there's this book, The Art of Dreaming, and he had learned from the Indians, like taking peyote and psilocybin and all these different things to break free of the ego and find the totality of everything, the loss of the like oneness with all. And so one of the exercises in this book, Art of Dreaming, is to become conscious. So when you're in a dream, you want to realize it's a dream, and the way you do that is by lifting up your hand and looking at it. That's you're like taking conscious control. And then once you've done that, then you can astral project, right? Because you've like woken up.
There's 3 gates, he said. So that's the first one, building your dream awareness. So if you can consciously look at your hands, then you're more lucid in your dream. The second one,
when you can go places, you can see things, you can control. It's no longer just a dream. You're like,
I can never answer my phone. I try to text people on my phone, like, I gotta text my buddy about this, and in my dream, I can't even see my contacts.
You get phone calls in your dream?
No, I wanted to send one. I try to use it.
Yeah,
like,
I hate.
It was like black. I was like, I can't see.
Or you see something amazing, and you're like, I gotta capture this, and you're like, you want to capture it, right? You want to save it. Same with like like if you're doing a song in your dream and you want to like record it or like save your idea. I'm even trying to write down my dreams in the dream, but like then you wake up and it's like, oh shit, I can't.
Because you're so clairvoyant, right? I had a pen one time when I was asleep in a sleep state, and I thought of something, and I kind of like turned over and.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was my first time doing that, but so I think I'm gonna
like
do that
physically.
Again.
You actually
I
were
physically
right?
just turned over like.
It's called sleep writing.
Wow.
He's like, I don't sleepwalk, but I sleep right.
Yeah, sleep right.
He's like, you hear that verse right there?
Yeah.
I don't even remember writing. I just woke up.
I came up with a line.
Writing, I like that.
In my dream, I was rapping, and I was like, I never did wronging with my writing, and I was like, oh damn, that's awesome. I wish I thought of that. And then I woke up and I'm like, wait, but that was my dream. So I did come up with that.
That's crazy.
It's funny when you get some idea, you're all hyped on it when you're half asleep, and you're like, oh, this is like the sickest idea I ever had, and you wake up and like you're in your normal state, and you're like, what the hell was I thinking? Like, that's silly. You know?
Yeah.
That world is so potent and crazy.
Yeah, but sometimes sometimes I'll have a dream where I'm making music, and I wake up. Okay, usually if you try to recreate the music, it comes out terrible. Like it's nothing like what you imagined in the dream. But like recently, a couple times, like I pretty much was able to remember like specific melodies and like and worked on it, and it came out like pretty good.
That's crazy.
It's a trip.
Man, what's the two author names?
Carlos Castaneda.
Yeah, Carlos Castaneda, The Art of Dreaming. He's got a bunch of books.
Yeah.
You turned me on to that the first time. They're fun.
That's crazy.
Pretty cool.
I know what always tripped me out is the light that comes on in the middle of the darkness. It's like if you sleep and you in a state of just darkness, and then all of a sudden there's a TV show that's in your brain. The light, there's that light that illuminates inside of that darkness.
Yeah, that's what trips me out the most.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I think of dreams and I'm like, I feel like grateful. Like, where'd this come from? You know, like, what is this? Like,
that light is not from the sun. That's crazy. That light that comes on in your mind, it's a different light.
What about floating? Have you had the experience?
Oh yeah, that's come on.
Where you literally feel yourself floating.
Don't want
and
those.
I don't mean just flying, but it literally feels like in your dream that you're hovering, and it feels amazing.
A couple times.
Yes.
I was reading this book, Family of Light. It's It's a Pleiadian.
Pardon me. His cat is off the hook. His name is Mojito. Yeah, he just sprayed it. Mojito
The
just
way
made
it
it
meows is like hissing. That's just how it says itself.
I thought he was sensing some evil demons in there.
Yeah, shout out to Triple JC. Yeah. Matrix, Triple JC says Matrix jump scene is like a reoccurring fallen dream. Yeah. You're right about that, because that came to my mind when I was talking about that.
Yeah, so I was reading this book called Family of Light, and I started just getting into channeled books for some reason, because like I picked up a book one time that was channeled. It was The Disappearance of the Universe, and I just I always open a book up to the middle and like just see what jumps out, and like it tripped me out, like so. I bought it, and then I just started buying other channeled books. But like I was reading this one, and I would be like kind of half asleep, and just feeling like I'm floating into space, and like traveling through space. And I was like almost convinced that I was.
Yeah.
I didn't want to open my eyes to like break the illusion.
Ooh.
It was a trip.
And you felt it physically.
Yeah.
That's
I felt
crazy.
it.
And you're familiar with sleep paralysis.
Yeah, I
right?
hate that. It's the worst.
Where you feel like you're being held down.
I had the
But-
gnarliest one before.
Did you? You know exactly what it
They
is.
said the monkeys on your
You wake
shoulder,
up,
the
your
devil's
whole
on
body's
your-
asleep, but your mind wakes up. And you can't wake yourself up.
And
You
you can
can't
see the
move.
room,
You
though.
can't move. You're
That's
trying
called
to
microdosing.
it's terrifying.
Now in Hawaii, I met someone who was Hawaiian. He was like, Oh, that means that there's demons holding you down.
No, sometimes I'll see a figure above me just thrashing at me.
Oh, wow.
Not now, when I was like teenager.
Okay.
And
see,
it was nuts.
I never have that one where somebody's over me, but I always feel like somebody's just over there. They're just out of my sight, and they're watching me, and I'm like, I can't move. Like, I thought there were aliens outside of my window, and I'm like the blinds are open, and they're just looking in. But when I woke up, or when I actually got up, the blinds were closed, so I was like, oh, I was just imagining that. But
Hey, you never know. It's crazy.
it's just so uncomfortable.
Somebody's watching me. And I have no
All
privacy.
right, I got the gnarliest sleep paralysis story of all time. It's
me.
gnarly. So I had a girlfriend, and I was staying at her spot. Like, she had a house. She used to always go to my house. Went to stay at her house. It was the first time. And apparently, like, I didn't know this, but her grandma had died and left the house to her. So anyways, this night we go to sleep, and I get sleep paralysis, and I feel like some entity's in the house, and it's trying to enter my body. And I was fighting it. I woke up, and I was like, okay, whatever. I go back to sleep. Happens again. This time it's right on me, I feel like it's trying to possess me, and I can't move, and the whole thing. Then wake up, fine. Go to sleep, and I have this crazy dream where I wake up in the house, and I walk over to the garage, and I open the door. The whole garage is filled with this heavy smoke, and in the end corner, there's this like red-haired woman in a gown, chain smoking, just looking at me. And it was such thick smoke in the room, I couldn't even go in. My girlfriend comes, and she runs right by me and goes and gives this lady a hug. And that was it. So I woke up the next day, and I tell my girlfriend the dream. And she's just tripping out because her grandma was a chain smoker and had red hair, and like exactly the lady that I saw and all that. And so then I always felt like she was in that house trying to like possess me to like maybe communicate with her or something, but it was so gnarly. Because I never saw her, I didn't know anything about her or anything like that. And yeah, it was, ever since then I was like, okay, what's up? There's something.
Yeah.
There's something.
Yes, going on to the supernatural about dreams. So, like, usually my dreams are just kind of, well, I don't know. I religiously write them down, but I don't go too deep into analyzing them. But so sometimes I'll get a visual in the dream that I'll see the next day, and it'll be really specific. Like the trippiest one was like I see a tarantula, and there's smoke, like it turns into smoke. Like puff into smoke. And so the next day I'm watching a movie. I don't know what movie it was. I didn't find out, but I'm watching a movie, and there's this tarantula crawling around on the floor, and it turns into smoke. Like exact same visual from my dream the night before. And like I just couldn't believe it. Like,
damn.
It's just a trip. And so every once in a while that happens. Like I had a dream I was at Leno, and there's baby penguins like sliding around. They go on the guest chair. So the next day I go to work, and there's animals on the show. So like every once in a while we get animals, and I'm like, the lady's right there. She's like the wrangler or whatever. And I'm like, huh, by any chance, do you have any baby penguins on the show? And she's like, yeah, we have baby penguins. And I was just like, no, you're kidding me, no way. And like I tell people what happened, the dream, the thing. I didn't know animals were on the show. They do give us like a list of like who's on the show, but I don't always pay attention. So somebody was like, oh, you probably picked it up subconsciously, but how am I going to know they have baby penguins? Like
we talked about that
before you got here.
With Santos, talked about that too, that your dreams are telling you about the future.
Yeah.
And that when it actually happens, it's deja vu.
Yes, that's the name. French
Glitch in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Glitch in the Matrix, right, Morpheus?
Yeah. That.
It's a trip, but it's always kind of like it seems kind of trivial. Just like a weird visual, like tiny cowboy boots or something. Like What do I get? What do I do with that? I don't know. But it's cool.
Maybe. Woo. Man, I feel like I'm flying right now, yo. It's crazy. It's like I don't know.
I like that comment. I got chills now. It's funny.
Yeah. Yo, I don't even know what to call this segment. This segment is real. I'm just calling this dreams, yo. Dream segment.
We branched out from the David Wilcox.
Triple JC said it's LSD.
Oh yeah, by the way, I was
but we have those chemicals. All of those
naturally
chemicals
produced.
Yeah, man.
And the pineal gland releases.
Yeah, but you know the Earth been studying us for the longest, right? The trees, so they've been dissecting. You know, every time you piss or or animal dies, or anything, it lives its life. You know, it takes in all the molecules and it lives its life through whatever you experience. It goes into the plant, you know, and that plant kind of like vision. So I don't even know if plants dream, but they do know that there's something that's going on in it.
That was the point that from you when you said you shouldn't be buried in a box, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
they need the information, and they need that information to it's harder for them, but they gonna get it. You know what I mean? I'll tell you a story about the dude with the trees there. I mean, the guy, when I was in Stockton, there was a cat, there was it was like a pipe that burst, right? A pipe that had a crack in it. So the plumber came up to me and was like, man, you don't even know. He's like, yo, I have to do all of this work and stuff like this. And I go, yo, is it crazy? He says, you don't have no idea. He said, you know what the number one problem with the plumbing? He said, the trees. He said, what the trees do is that they communicate under the ground, and they signal each other. They find a crack that's in your pipe. They send their roots to it, and they open it even more and stuff it up because they know the water comes through it.
True.
That's crazy, and they wrap around the pipes. All the pipes got trees around, roots around them, and they just feel it, getting the information. They know we are drinking
like a
water.
wolf pack.
Right, exactly. They know that we're drinking water. Exactly.
We might not get it today, but we'll get it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Sometimes
we've got time.
So those little humps in the street and stuff you tell me, that's all roots. It's like busting out. Boom, boom. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's there. Crazy, yo. Yeah.
That was that thing about when I was in South America and we were on this tour, and they were like, "Do not touch this tree; it's very poisonous." Right?
Yeah.
But there's a tree that always grows right next to it, and that tree is the antidote for the poison tree. So wherever this poison tree grows, totally different species grows next to it. That's the antidote to the poison. So that was mind blowing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's in Costa Rica.
The duality or just the harmony of nature.
So you got to know, because if you don't know, you got the answer right next to you. You have no idea, right? But it's that.
Exactly.
It's the opposite tree. There's always one next to it.
Oh man, that's heavy, yo. That's heavy, yo.
I never heard that.
AD, where's your cup, bro?
I'm cool. Y'all go ahead with the tea. I'm good. I had my coffee.
You gotta keep that the rocket going.
Yeah.
He's in there. Man.
Yes, sir.
Man, somebody said I read one of the comments. Somebody said it looks like it looks like y'all holding back things. No more. So there's your answer. A little bit stuff. We just scratching the surface and things like that. Yeah. So dreams, things in these experience, these what do you think? The out of body, or you don't even, could you explain it, or you can't even explain it, right? Is there any answer to it?
Well, this is what I want to say. You talked about the Vedas earlier, the early Hinduism and everything in India. The yogis pretty much described all of this thousands of years ago. And the explanation of out of body experience and all these things is it all boils down to like when you're a baby there's no ego that's formed yet. So it's just conscious energy trying to make definition of the world, right? That's where the struggle comes. And then as you grow, you're told, okay, I'm a boy, I'm American, I'm from California, this is my like social class, and then this is a cup. And so through language is formed, and then the world comes into definition. So that's where the ego is birthed, and it's there to help us survive, because you need that to survive in the world. But at the same time, that's not your true self. So in India, the path of the yogi is to unlearn everything that you learned and go back to that pure state of consciousness. And then through that, you lose the idea of identity. And a yogi would say that, like, even a dream, any of this is a dream too. It's all just, it's your brain's interpretation of energy, right? And when you like, astral projecting is dropping the body and being your conscious self. But even the visions you get are still your brain's interpretation of energy, right? So at the end of the day, it's all just like this infinite, like, molecular or whatever explosion of everything all happening at once. And that goes with like the future and the past and now. It's all just one, just like Big Bang. The Big Bang is just
How about God is?
Yeah, God just is.
Remember, but the Big Bear, I mean specifically the Big Bear episode when we went up there, and I tripped out. Like the first time I actually got high from weed and like experienced it, and that was in the middle of reading. I had just finished reading The Disappearance of the Universe, so I was like conscious, like with my brain trying to like process all these ideas. And with the help of the stuff, I tripped out. And like he's saying, the Big Bang and like everything. And I'm like trying to squeeze everything through a tiny hole, like in my brain.
Of now. So yeah, it's like, here's like, imagine like a cone. And then it boils down to like an hourglass, right? In the middle. And that's what we think is now. It's just this tiny little point in the hourglass.
Love it.
Right? But that's just our limitation. Through our focal point of the ego. Would that be right? But everything is just everything. It's all just everything. And that's beyond what we our normal ability to perceive reality. But you go on with like your interpretation. That's how I see it.
Yeah, what was I thinking? I was gonna touch on something else.
God is.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I like listening to Alan Watts, the Out of Your Mind, because he goes into all the Buddhism of it, the yogis, and he's just so soothing to listen to. I just love it. Like I'll put it on. Like I could be having a terrible day, put on some Alan Watts and just chill out.
It's like 6 o'clock coffee.
But it's like a reminder. It's like he's reminding me. That it's basically oneness, right? Like non-duality, but it's like what do they call it? Like not radical non-duality, but it's like strictly non-duality. That everything is one, right? All of us are having this experience like we're separate. But, it's just the universe that is us. We're all having these different experiences. But at times we get glimpses of that connection, not just with other beings, but with the earth, everything.
And then one point to add to that is everything alive has like electromagnetic energy. And when you die, then that's gone and it gets recycled. So some would say your true self is really that. And what you think you are is just like I said earlier, that's your idea of the ego, idea of yourself that helps you have a separation, right, and survive or whatever, but your real self is that electromagnetic energy that everything that's alive shares. That's the prana you're talking about, right? And then so that's why we're all connected. It's all just one thing. And it's conscious. There's information in it. It's not just like like an electrical cord. It's not just like this electricity right here. It's a little bit extra. X factor.
Damn, we're going deep. I didn't think we'd be able to get as deep as we did with Santos. It's pretty good.
You never know. It was an earthquake at the end of Santos. So these are the shock waves, man. These are the shock waves. Wow, this is heavy. Sugar, honey, iced tea. Well, no, hot tea on this one. Wow.
Yeah, we branched out from the David Wilcock because we were about to get into the the blood stuff, but because David Wilcock, he touches on the dreams. He also goes into like dreams as prophecy as well, but I won't go anymore on David Wilcock, but
why not?
He's cool. I don't want to.
Come with it, bro. It's like it's power. I mean, we in a you don't want to push what is it?
I don't know. I mean, he's got a book. I don't know. Like
books of experiences.
He was saying that he was writing his dreams down every day too, like I've been doing. Somehow, like he came to realize that he was experiencing at that time like some dreams that he had written down previously. I just don't want to like get it confused and like misspeak, but
I got you.
But we were gonna talk about the blood stuff.
AD, I sent you a link to
what's the blood?
Something I recommend about learning about globalism.
The blood?
He's talking about like adrenochrome and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, it's a creepier vibe, but I mean,
it's time to get creepy. This is the creepy time on Killer Priest Podcast.
What's going on?
But this I sent you a link on here, and it's to a BitChute that's all about globalism, and the dude that the dude that wrote this, Steven Sadler,
Dr. Strange,
he made their videos so it's easy to watch. He covers everything from the banking to like what really happened with JFK and all, whatever. And this dude is a mentor of mine and Eric, right? And he was an economist for Lloyd's Bank. He was the head of international finance at London. Lloyd's Bank is one of the big banks in Europe. And
wait a minute, that's what 50 Cent homeboy named himself Lloyd Banks?
Maybe. No, but Lloyd's Bank. And yeah, okay. Maybe it could be. Maybe he named himself after that.
Okay. We just cracked the code to Lloyd's Bank, man. Make some noise, right Lloyd's Banks. Yeah, you got the code, brother. Yeah, that's it. It happened on my show, so it was all great.
Anyways, so Steve Sadler was he was a banker. He was an economist. He worked with the CIA. He was in on the whole thing, and then he's basically whistle blew all of it, like everything about how the bankers took over the United States, the royal family. How they bought up all the mainstream media ever since the Federal Reserve. The whole thing, it's all just on this BitChute, so you should watch it. It's legit.
Yeah, for y'all at home, pull that up, and we're going to watch a little bit of it, or we're going to, the banksters, they've been running, and all the science, they know this, you know what I mean? Just like what Santos said yesterday, and all of the magicians and masters, and they make it bad. You know, they make it the magicians and the masters of a fairy tale. But actually, reality, they the one that said the cow can jump over the moon.
That's what I like about the 85%.
And we're going to talk about that bull.
When they say there's 85% dumb, deaf, and blind. And then there's the devils who are using the knowledge for their own personal gain.
10%.
Yeah, and then the poor righteous teachers who know the truth and try to teach the 85s, right? And that always meant so much because that's kind of how it is, you know. And you got these bankers, like you said, who got the knowledge, and then they're just enslaving the world out of it.
That's right.
So
that's right, exactly. That's what we call making knowledge born, and that's what you just did. What's today's date? The 6th or the 7th? So we're in the 7th, right? So that's God. right? So everything, and we in retrograde. So seven is known as completion, God, and that's the Godhead number. So everything's numerology anyway, right? Mathematics is the oldest language, and what we talk even in Kabbalah, they talk about these mathematics and adding up, because even read. If you're reading, you re-add. It's going back to math. You know what I mean? It's just going back to it. Communication is everything. Wow. That's what we're doing.
Yo, someone said Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Everybody needs to watch that.
Oh,
Confessions of an Economic Hitman. Just watch that dude. He used to go in and destabilize countries on behalf of the bankers, and if they won't take the bribes, then they send in the assassins. So first the money guy comes in. If you don't sell out, then they send the assassin after you. And he was one of them. He talks about the whole thing. Confessions of an Economic Hitman.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
Chat room, y'all can come alive now because we in this. He said retrograde is kicking in heavy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a divine mathematics.
That's what AD said when I first showed up, because I was trying to get into the fortress, and it was like a maze out there, the
retrograde.
Security lady was trying to
Dark City.
say I'm in the wrong place.
I just saw Dark City when they were changing. That probably was a whole retrograde movie, right? Because they was changing the cathedrals and the living settings of everybody that was in the movie every night at 12 o'clock. And we just talked about 12 yesterday. Go again. You ever saw Dark City?
Yeah.
I just
And
got
John
up on
Murdoch's
it,
the only one that woke up.
Murdoch.
Yeah.
And who is Murdoch? That name is ancient. Murdoch. Think he was a god, Sumerian god. I'm thinking Murloc. Marduk.
Marduk.
Yeah.
He was the bad Sumerian who wanted control of the earth.
Yes.
And after they left, he still battled for it and apparently was banished.
That's right. Or what's Molech?
Moloch is the ancient god that they sacrifice the babies to.
So that's this cat that made Dark Cities on some. We have to shine some light on Dark City. Man, if y'all tuning in, man, hit the chat or the subscribe, and please hit the super chat if you're here, man. Donate. These brothers is dropping it tonight, man. It's a warm, good feeling on this crazy night. AD in the building, Eric, hey man, John. I'm high off fatigue right now. How y'all feeling? Yeah, you feeling?
Yeah.
I'm digging that pen with
I know,
the feather.
Jason. I'm bugging. I called him John. All right, John, your brother, Jason.
Bruh.
And we up in here, and we go back, man. We go back a lot of years, bro. And these are the cats. This is the cat who made. Well, you wrote the treatment for the document, right?
Yeah.
That was dope, yo.
Tag team.
And you act in it and produced it. It's fire, man. And that was a good time too, you know. And now we here, and now we're here. And I think AD, then you do some mixing on that, right? On the Psychic World.
Some mastering.
Yeah, some mastering.
I do some cleaning up.
Yeah, some cleaning up. No. The sound effects too. Yeah,
sound effects.
I was trying to find those sound effects too, man. So we all go back. We probably, all right, for everybody else out there, we all met each other before. We did this, and we recurrent. It's going to continue happening until we reach that.
Until light
apex.
prevails.
Exactly. And y'all too, that's out there, and that's out there in the chat world.
In YouTube land.
In YouTube land, yeah.
They used to say TV land, but
yeah.
we on YouTube land right now.
Technology is crazy. But is it spirituality mixing in with the technology?
It's the ether net.
I hope so.
Boom, I love that. The Ethernet.
The net in the ether. It's curious
Tonight
to
is
see.
Ethernet.
You gotta wonder if once you pass, if you still have internet access. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're out in
It's
the
like
ether.
Ghost in the Shell.
Huh.
Exactly.
You just download yourself and then you're...
Yeah, because
you're
so
eternal
if
on
you're
the
tapped
web.
into the physical and you're able to peek in on your old relatives or whatever, can you also peek in on their Instagram too?
How do we know heaven doesn't have
Can you
Wi-Fi?
DM?
Yeah, whoa.
DJ Notion, he always talk about dreams too. Yeah, DJ Notion. Yeah, man, dreams is it's incredible.
What if they could tap in those dreams into a screen, so that
Yeah.
they can show what the person's dreaming about, and do it like a visual? I think that's eventually possible.
That's like that Black Mirror episode.
right?
You know what I want to do?
Yeah, where you go to like you choose where you're gonna go and you die, but you don't really die. You just like download yourself and then.
You know what I want to do is an educational moment.
Yeah.
Is go into my process,
Just cut it
how I
to-
write my dreams. So at first, I started just doing it physically in a journal, right? Which is good because you can draw pictures. You can wake up, okay. Because then when you go back, you could just see the picture and instantly remember. Oh yeah, I remember I was there. But I think it was when we went to Japan. I started writing it in my phone, and then that became a habit. So what I do now, I go into my notes, and I'll just write in all caps, dreams, October. I'll do OCT, Oct, 2020, part 1. So that note will be from the 1st to about the 14th or 15th of the month. Because it gets crazy, because there's so much, like, if I just scroll, I don't want people spying on my dreams, but if I scroll, this is this month so far, right? So if I go to September, part 2, so I start at the bottom with the 1st of the month. I had 5 dreams, right? So and then it just scrolls up. It's dense because I'm trying to remember every detail that I can, and writing, don't glaze over any detail because you don't know what may or may not be significant. Plus you're trying to build. When I walked in, you were talking about the mind as a muscle. And so that's the same with dreams. It's a muscle. So when you write down every detail, you train yourself to remember. So, and the trippy thing about doing it this way is if I write down, like, I'll just a random word, cheese.
Oh, I love cheese.
I write down cheese in the search, and I can see it shows up September.
You've got like a database now, and you can
September,
like
yeah,
everything
exactly.
related
September
to cheese.
part 2, September part 1, June part 2, May part 1, dreams part February, December, going back April 2019. I could see every time I dreamt about cheese.
Wow.
Right? So if I was like diligent in my
Put a turmeric in here.
analysis,
Oh yeah.
I could.
Turn it
Oh,
up a little
wow,
bit.
all right.
We'll turn it up again.
Yeah.
We got some more liquid.
Turmeric shot.
Coming up.
So like I could
Cool.
go later, try to connect the dots. Okay, what's the significance of all this cheese? I'm not gonna do that, but
Was it cheddar?
Come back again, because I was.
Okay,
Mozzarella,
so
fresh
the-
mozzarella.
so by
Chicken
doing
palm.
it in the phone and I search for a random word, I can see all the times that it pops up in my dreams. And then maybe I can go back, connect the dots, like find out, okay, or like if there's a reoccurring dream, it could be, about something in my life that is going on. I need to listen to it or
A
something.
lot of people have hit me. A lot of people been hit me with dreams lately. And that's crazy that we talking about this. One of my friends told me about a dream she had, and another one told me about a dream she had, and it just keep coming back around. So I guess the universe is trying to tell us something about these dreams and about this spiritual, you know what I mean, happenings that's going on. And we listening, coming out,
Maybe
man.
we're dreaming right now.
Yeah.
Vitamin
That's
B6.
probably for sure, actually.
Waking ourselves up. Thank you.
Vitamin B6. And you can also, what has vitamin B6 is sushi. So if you have sushi,
Oh right.
Sushi.
There's some
for-
It's
fish.
in beef too. If you don't like cook it all the way, isn't that right? Beef has a lot of B vitamins.
it
in
might, yeah. I just know specifically B6.
Because if you
Especially
cook
with
it,
the
then
sushi.
you'll cook the vitamins out.
Yeah, I always get medium rare. That's my thing.
Where is water from?
It's from another jug of alkaline.
Oh, okay.
It's all spring.
Water? All right, spring.
It's not tapped. That's for sure.
Yeah, I know you don't get down like that. I just wanted to know if it's smart or dumb water.
No, there's no fluoride.
No doubt.
Guaranteed there's no fluoride.
I'm gonna fill it all the way up. We're gonna get crazy.
I thought that was a fish in there.
Yeah, that's turmeric piece.
No,
Should
that's
I just
the
get
next
crazy?
pot. The next pot.
So we're gonna infuse
Boy,
this.
Priest, you really filled it all the way to the brim right
I think
there.
I might have done.
You gonna have room for the top?
Yeah, I did too much. Hold up. Let me see. Watch this pour chat. Oh, all right, so let's get it in there. Right. So we have a turmeric in there now.
That's how you had that accident on your foot, wasn't it? Too much tea in the pot.
Hell yes. No, the pot got soft.
That's like when you see a car doing like moves, like some shady moves on the road, and they got like a dent on the side of their car.
Yeah.
Right where, like, it just shows you, oh, that's how they got that thing.
Yeah, man. That was making. It was tea. It was boiling too. It was like looking good. It was like cinnamon in it. It had ginger, and that shit said, "Wow!" It just bust. As soon as I picked it up, I should have talked to the cat.
What was funny was I was hitting Priest up like, "Yo, let's go here," and he's like, "Oh, I burnt my foot," and he told me like 3 days in a row. And I didn't I thought like, okay, like he burned his foot. I didn't think it was anything. And then like I come over his spot and I see it and I was like, whoa, so okay, I didn't know it was like that.
Your picture was from 3 days later?
Yeah. He was, I was like, let's go to this spot, let's do this. And he's like, I'm going to chill. I didn't think it was that serious. And then when I finally seen it, I was like, yo.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that, man.
I went to CVS for neon sparring. They was like, no. I was like, neon sparring. She was like, you need to go to the doctor right now. Right away.
Tea is dangerous.
Huh?
Tea is dangerous.
Tea is bad for you. It'll burn your ginger.
Of people that drink tea will die.
They'll laugh. Somebody said footprint. Yeah, man. Yeah. But it's still on. It's back now. You know what I mean? It's not all 100%. No, it's far from 100%, but it's doing better. It's my ankle, really.
Yeah.
It's not going to overspill, right, with the boiling and the...
Nah. Tea Master, man. It's going to stay right there. Good idea. You hear the tea? That's a chi. That's a good energy. That's a good sound of ASMR.
Yeah.
What's ASMR?
ASMR, explain that. It's like a sound.
It's like there's this like trend where people like recording sounds.
My mom was listening to that. She was telling me about that.
Yeah.
You gotta do it before they go to sleep, right?
What does ASMR stand for? Audio, sound.
Audio,
sensory. Yeah, sensory. Yeah. Mine.
I looked it up a while ago.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat room, man.
Autonomous sensory meridian response.
My thoughts patterns create. He says, my thought patterns create rings around Saturn. Okay.
Oh, I think I heard that before.
Genesis dark matter energy gathers around the throne of the self-replicating or dualistic cataclysm aura being you. Okay, all right, Neil deGrasse dropped an L-bomb on us. L-bomb.
What is that?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, shit.
That got to be a rhyme, man. That's got to be a rhyme. Peace.
Yeah.
That was dope. Godzilla is the ruler of the lizard people.
Shout out to Godzilla.
That name God in Zilla, right? It's crazy. And then he's a dragon. That's another drama. I'm stuck on my Dark City and my Dark City breakdown. I know he's 20 times in it too. I'm new to it, so y'all can put me on. What about the movie the beginning to everything? The movie with Ronnie Piper. Ronnie Piper.
We were talking about this earlier.
They Live.
They Live.
This is a good time to watch that movie,
I
yo.
don't think I've seen that.
You never seen They
You
Live?
put the glasses on, and then you see like who's a slave to the system.
Oh.
Everybody looks like a
yeah.
skeleton.
Like
Okay,
80s,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
We're dropping it. Man,
Hmm.
that's a good one. Now I'm gonna watch that again. Yo, check out They Live, y'all.
All the advertising is like subliminal messages, like obey. That's where obey comes from.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So when he put on a
And it'll
t-shirt
just
too.
randomly make people look like that. You just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Who's that? Lyricist, Lyricist Test said bye bye and bye bye. When they say bye bye, and it says bye.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like bye. All subliminal stuff that they've been running on us for years.
What's with the cat not moving like that? It owns screen time. Yo, Mojito's just chilling, man. He's
Oh, Mojito's
yeah, he's 11 years
Yo.
old. He's older. You know what I'm saying?
Mojito is on one. He's
Yeah.
chilling.
In cat years, it's like he's like a 60-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? In human cat years, whatever.
Yeah.
Say hi to the screen right there, brother. Look. They right there.
Yo, you have when you first met the cat, what did it do? Because everybody say the same thing. Oh, you didn't meet it?
Stared at me.
You didn't meet it? Yeah. It's crazy.
he came up to me
It's
like
crazy.
he wanted to be my homie and like, kiss him.
Yeah, he does that to everybody.
Last night, I watched another classic, Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
I gotta see that.
Oh,
It
God.
sounds like one of those like
AD?
Isn't that with the guy from Jurassic Park?
You know what? I don't know.
Killer
it
Clowns.
sounds like
It's old.
bikini biker bitches from Mars. Like you
Yeah,
know, like you
yeah.
could just make
Pretty
anything
much
up like
just
that.
like
That's
that.
probably not even a movie.
Yeah,
But
it was so ridiculous. I remember as a kid, like, this looks so stupid. Let me watch it.
Yeah.
And it ended up being like,
But like the makeup is so creepy.
yeah,
And so good. Like
For its
super
time.
creepy. Like,
Yeah.
imagine clowns,
I remember
killer
check that
clowns
out.
coming from
Out
outer
of
space,
space.
and then landing and like it's awesome.
I love
Killer
movies
Clowns
like
from
that.
Mars.
Remember back in the day, we would watch Cinemax, and you know, like that's the first time I saw it. Like these movies come on, like Cinemax, like it's like a B movie.
Yeah, the cult
Like
tickets.
late at night.
Yeah, they be
Yeah,
dry-
yeah.
That's how They Live is. You know, but it's a little bit more put together, but it's good. Good stuff, yeah. They don't hold back in those B movies.
Yeah.
But the blood is so funny, right? Like the dude holds his chest before he gets shot. He goes, and then you hear a gunshot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, my bad.
It's
Yo.
funny that people used to be scared of some of these movies too, and they're like comedies.
Yeah.
We've changed.
Yo, look, it made it. You heard the beat. No ball to
That's
no.
exactly
Think
when
the
I
fish
wanted
is
more
dead.
too.
Yeah, exactly. Having the honors. My first pour out a big one. Oh, my bad.
Let's put on a towel.
All right.
Shit.
Oh, man, look at that. Ooh, go freeze. We're getting fun. I'm going to come down on it. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh, we had a toast on this one. And for y'all at home, at your job, or if you're in the living room, toast to y'all. Oh, we're going to do it the G way. Good building.
It's party time.
See, like a little. Oh yeah, mine's is warmer because I put the water in here. Yeah, it's good. It tastes the turmeric, right? Like a little juicy.
Yeah. It's nothing crazy, but it's good.
Yeah, should have threw the whole joint in there. Yeah, yours is. Yeah, mine's is kind of warm. I was like, what the hell? It broke already. Everybody's coming in on mojito. Oh man, this has been a great podcast, man. We're getting everything out, man. I mean, I'm loving the build, and I'm loving the content, what we building on, man. These dreams you come up with, and these what's his name again? I gotta check him out.
David Wilcock.
Yeah, David Wilcock and Christian. What was his name?
Carlos
Castaneda.
Carlos
Yeah.
Castaneda.
And if people don't know Alan Watts, they gotta do
Alan
some
Watts,
research on Alan Watts.
Yeah, he's like a smooth syrup over.
Sophisticated.
Yeah, nice philosopher. Word. Word up, priest. I'm going to bed. All right, no doubt, Jason. Said Boston Tea Party. Nah, we're gonna talk about that later. There was never no tea in that Boston. Word. So we shot a video today. It was cool. Yeah.
Just about to ask about that.
Yeah.
That song was so dope.
Oh, thank you, brother.
For real.
Thank you. Brand new little exclusive stuff. Because somebody was like, yo, why don't you make a song about trees and things like that? But it's not about trees, but it's going to be some crazy stuff. It's a trippy concept. Yeah, so we just...
And the beat.
Huh?
The beat is
like
so
the beat a
dope.
lot.
Thank you. Huh?
It's a good vibe.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, brother.
Yeah, when it's done, people are going to be a little shocked.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's unique in production, so that's cool.
Yeah, give you a good feeling. That's what I think we need right now. We said good feelings. I played the role of iceberg and touching. Roots bees. Okay. Anybody else want to add on? If y'all want to add on, if y'all got a question for Jason, hit the super chat. Be feel free to ask him a question. I know that's an oxymoron. Feel free to ask. Hit the super chat, but feel free to ask him a question. If you have something for Jason or Eric, if y'all want to ask some questions on dreams and just experiences that y'all may have been through, and maybe tonight be a good breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? For some cats and some females out there that's looking for a breakthrough of their spirit, and in this crazy time of being retrograde during the pandemic, I always say that there's always a moment of clarity, a moment of
clarity.
That you have in yourself.
I want to know everything you know about life force energy.
LFE. Life force energy.
I feel like we covered it. One of the things the yogis would do is something called Shaktipat. So if you want like the fast track, you find a master with a high vibration, and they'll transfer their vibration to you. So you find a master and you sit with them, and it's like hitting a tuning fork.
Yeah.
You'll start resonating like they will, and you'll get to a heightened state of consciousness. And then you go off on your own and you'll go back to your normal day. But the longer you stay with that master, the longer you'll be able to keep that vibration. So there's a lot of gurus and yogis that do Shaktipat, and you can just look it up. But I think there's a site, selfawareness.com, that's Steven Sadler. Again, he is a Shaktipat master, and I think he could teach it better than anyone that I would know of.
Yoshua got a question for you. Yoshua Alchemy. It's a dope name. Yoshua Alchemy. Big up to Yoshua Alchemy name. That's crazy. Jason, do you feel that this year is? That this year is a significant. I'm high right now. Significant in the
Mercury
transformation.
retrograde.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, in the sense that I feel like there's two major opposing forces like battling for control of the world right now, and I think thanks to the internet and information, it's like a time when people are able to wake up easier than ever and see what is actually happening right now in the world. And I go back to the whole globalist thing. I think it's absolutely significant, and we'll see what happens by the end of the year, I guess. What direction we're going to go in.
So polarized. It's crazy.
More than ever, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's
Defined.
It's a trip because the media is so one-sided, and, like, it's pretty obvious, but to people that it hasn't become obvious to, they think they're still getting real news, and I don't know.
This is the funny thing for me about it, and I don't want to like diss anybody.
Yeah.
But I thought of it as the circle of stupidity, and it goes like this: there's like the common everyday person who feels like these big corporations are against them, the little man, like the everyday person, and then they watch the news religiously and believe everything they're getting from because they've been programmed things like Operation Mockingbird to only want to accept official information, right? So they think that these big corporations or bad business people, whatever, are against them, and then they get all their information from the news that's owned by these evil corporations that they think are evil. So it just goes around in a circle.
Drop it.
And I think that's the funniest part of the whole thing. And they're just being spoon-fed, programming. It's like he said, it's more obvious now than ever that the news isn't just about giving out information or happenings. It's more about an opinion.
Right.
Or like, let's get emotional about something.
Yeah.
You turn on CNN and they're like...
It's propaganda. Like, it's like, okay, how does this not have to do with the election right now? It's like a commercial, a TV show, a movie, or that. And everything is like, has an opinion that it's trying to spin on you.
And you got news anchors just like constantly even like saying things that are not true. You can verify it. And then they're like trying to get you emotional instead of just reporting the news.
At my Instagram.
That's real.
But we know that because after 1913, when the bankers took over the Federal Reserve System, they first bought up all the smaller banks, and then they went and bought up all the news channels and the printing presses and all that. So it's not like a conspiracy theory. That's just what happened. It's a verifiable fact. I just want. So that's, I think, the most powerful thing someone could do is realize that if you think that these big corporations are against you, then stop getting your information from them. That's all I would say. And that goes back to the question: is this an important year? Yeah, people are waking up, and I just hope more people continue to do it.
Where the S is, put an X. And then take a
Significant. Yeah, man, it's retrograde. I couldn't pronounce the word. Oh, that's not a sign of something deeper.
Go ahead and follow Eric Silva.
Significant. I'm going to say it again. Significant. I'm going to say it a whole bunch of times. Significant. So y'all know I can say it.
Yeah. Can you play that visual down right under
Oh,
that
that's
one?
a new type of art Eric created.
The one in the left bottom corner.
Yeah, it's so dope.
This your work?
It's basically a feedback loop. But does it play music on there? Oh, this is some beat I put together.
Look how sick that looks.
It gets trippy.
I gotta use that in the skate video, dude. For real.
Yeah, it gets even. It gets beautiful. Like, I was filming it, I'm like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Did you do the beat?
It's like that scene from
Nice.
like that scene from
Look at that. It looks like flying sauce.
American Beauty.
Yeah.
The paper bag. The UFOs flying.
Master animator.
Put yourself.
All kinds of
Reflection of
techniques.
the light in the ceiling.
Sean Simmons says the Holy Bible.
Probably
Torah.
a flash one.
Shalom.
Oh, yeah,
She's all of a sudden pretty
Yeah, I should put that. Watch right
significant.
here. It's a little chaotic,
I'm
but then it
gonna
gets
say it over this beat. Significant.
Watch this part. It looks like
Significant.
cells in a microscope. That's the code.
Significant. Yo. Significant.
Yeah, just some eye candy.
Yo, this is trippy, yo. I love that shit. We gotta talk, man. That's beautiful right there.
Yeah.
So when did you is this one of your dreams manifested on screen?
It was just some playing around. Like, I just post like music stuff, art stuff. I just try to like share fun, inspiring visuals and audio.
That's fire.
And then occasionally I'll post some work stuff. There's some There's old work from Leno or stuff that I did on Ellen.
I always wanted to meet Ellen,
Oh,
man. She was one of my favorite.
That's fake, by the way.
Ellen was one of my favorite comedians when she was a comedian. I used to like her because she was black. Yeah, she was funny, yo. And then see her blow up. She's the new Oprah now.
Oh, there's a book there.
Yeah, you're right.
You could keep that book. The Work of Art. Heidi Luera's creative handbook for the entrepreneur.
Yeah. Heidi?
Yeah, she put me in her book. I just talked about how I got started with my career. I went to school right here. Otis College of Art and Design. It's like right in this area. So I was out here all the time. Now everybody's at home.
You don't even need to go to college anymore. Just go on YouTube
Mike White
tutorials.
Right. Mike White. Shout out to Mike White. That was hilarious.
That one's, oh my God.
Love the sound.
By the way, so good.
Yeah, exactly, man. All right. How long we been rocking, man?
About 212.
212. Oh, so that's we was talking about that 12. Yeah. We finished it. We gotta pull over soon. Eric, another question for Eric. Yashua Academy. Love the name. It said, Eric, where do you get your greatest artistic inspirations? Do you believe in symbolism?
Symbolism, yeah. I think, I feel like I need to be more in touch with symbolism. It's like such a powerful tool. But I feel like symbolism, it's like an extension of awareness. So going back to the dream stuff, it's like if you can be aware, you can be in touch with the symbolism and use that in whatever work you're doing. It takes on more significance, like you're saying. It's like when you rap about something, but for you, when you know the line has something that symbolizes something much deeper, then you're connecting with that on an emotional level.
David Icke, when I think of symbolism, I think of David Icke, and especially when he's talking about, we found out on, was it Saturn, that there's a constant cube storm at the top, and then forever Saturn worship was always symbolized by a cube. So how did they know that before we were able to send a satellite to take this data? Right? There's this constant cube on the top of Saturn. And then all the Saturn worshippers forever symbolized it with a cube. They knew somehow thousands of years ago. And it's always been like that today. David Icke talks about that. It's pretty nuts.
Going back to the question, I think I get most of my inspiration from just knowing that we're all like a fingerprint, So a lot of times, especially now, it's like you have endless, accounts, like Instagram accounts. It's like a sea of faces, right? And everybody wants to stand out a little bit more, or they might try to mimic what's out there. I want to play by the rules, and I want to do things. Oh, this guy got success this way. Let me copy him. But creativity-wise, art-wise, whatever you're doing, you gotta honor yourself and respect that we're all fingerprints, So we all have something that we can share, but we have to honor ourselves to access that.
It's like being on your purpose.
Yeah. So for me, I was always drawing when I was a kid, and then got into music and got into the digital stuff, but at the core, I'm still just that kid that likes to draw. I think Santos was talking about that too. I'm not a master, but I'm a boy. But it's when you kind of when something comes natural to you, then you take that in. You just repeat it over and over.
And then that's your self-expression. You're self-expressed. Rather than, like you said, someone trying to mimic somebody or something like that. They're not self-expressed, right? They're not on there.
Like sometimes you're coming from the wrong direction, the wrong approach. Like there's intentions behind what you're doing. Like when you can just do something just for the sake of doing it, it's probably more powerful than I want to do this so people can like me, or I want more followers, or whatever it is. You know, then it's like that's the ego. You're coming from more from ego rather than the source of inspiration.
A lot of people don't even realize that they're doing that.
Yeah.
That's like
totally.
landmark, right? Landmark education.
It's subconscious.
Living in programs that you got when you're a kid or something.
Make some noise for getting out of the program.
Out of the Matrix, thanks to Morpheus over here.
Outside of the Matrix, man. Man, I think I'm getting tea drunk. I'm feeling teepsy.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh,
Where's that sound?
It's a hexagon on Saturn, not a cube.
Yeah, a hexagon is a cube flattened.
You can also fit the
Done.
Jewish symbol on it too. There's the Star of Saturn or Star of David. You can also fit that right in there.
Is that the Star of Moloch?
Could be that too. Yeah.
No, the Star of David is the Star
of Moloch. Yeah.
The Star of David is the Star of Moloch. Those things been around for years. 2 pyramids. That's all it is. It's 2 pyramids. One going up, one going down.
Yeah. As above, so below.
Merkaba?
Right.
The Merkaba, yeah.
The Emerald Tablet
The tetrahedron.
of, Hermes.
Yeah. There's
the third greatest.
There's a website I downloaded some. It's called Angel Guided Meditations. There's this channel. She's in the UK, but so there's a collection of meditations that are supposedly channeled from angels or ascended masters. And so there's a lot of like that type of visuals. Like imagine you're in a sphere. Imagine these points around the sphere and like it starts spinning, and like imagine you're in a Merkaba and all that stuff. That just reminded me of it.
Man.
But it's worth checking out.
Somebody said, "Oh, that was beautiful, bro." Yeah, top tier. Top tier. Okay, anybody? The Black Sun. Anybody know about the Black Sun? I think what's the name of the speaker?
That's Saturn. Saturn is the Black Sun.
Right. And we can't see the.
What was that link you sent me a little bit ago about the people looking up and seeing Saturn from Earth? And that's
okay. That's the Saturn Death Cult.
Oh yeah.
It's just fun to read, and it's a electric universe theory, which is opposed to the current accepted theory. And they say that a long time ago Saturn was our sun, and then there was a collision, and then we got absorbed into the current the sun solar system, and so did Saturn. And you could look it up, Saturn Death Cult. I wouldn't put much into it, but it's pretty fun to read it. And that's where they got the whole satanic worship. They say comes out of the ancient Saturn religion.
AD, come on, AD with it.
He knows right here. He knows.
He is Chronos. We are ruled.
Yeah, right.
Satan rules this earth because Satan is time. He's Chronos. So we are ruled by time because we're alive. Then we die.
Old Father Time.
And he is the Lord of the Rings.
See, you know.
So we wear earrings. We wear rings on our finger. There's a lot of rings.
The clock, right? That's pointing.
Chronos.
Yeah, that's good.
Chronological.
Watch the David Icke, right? The David Icke. He gives a good lecture on that.
Yeah, he does.
What is it called? Saturn something.
Oh, he goes in.
David
I
Icke.
can only imagine if we ever had David. But David Icke already did a great, job on that on Brian Rose's London Reel.
How could we? We probably could. I
Well-
gotta talk to Rasul. We can probably get in touch with David Icke.
Yeah, because you know what? On London Reel, he
You
went a
guys
little
need
more
to end off
political.
YouTube in the second day.
Yeah, he was way more political on London Reel. If we bring him here, he can go more esoteric.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Then y'all could ask him about the lizard people and all that.
yeah. We have to do that. We have to do that. Say hi. Then they have the webs in there.
I want to do a David Icke collab with like a skateboard or something. That would be sick.
Ike and Tina.
We got Killah
David
Priest
Icke.
skateboards coming out soon.
Oh, what?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's break that down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are-
Show them that, man.
I don't
Show
know
us
if
on
it's
that,
on my
man.
phone now.
Yeah. I saw the work.
At Colors Collective, follow that for the Killah Priest skateboards.
Mm-hmm.
And the Colors is spelled like the old English way. Colors, COLOURS. Collective, COLLECTIV. No E at the end. Colors Collective on Instagram, and the Killah Priest skateboards will eventually come out there.
Nice.
Flying high. Said protest in the UK. All of this is happening. I didn't hear from my man Jordan Maxwell.
Oh, yeah.
Man, from him in a while. He was a symbolist. Man, his symbolism breakdowns is probably one of
I
the
know
best.
that name. Yeah.
Jordan Maxwell?
Yeah.
Man, he's the one. He's the one. When it comes to breaking down symbols, I mean,
Okay, yeah.
you pull up anything on, he's the one that broke down the Exxon shell. The Exxon shell symbol, it's a sun. You pull it up, it's not even a shell with the rays coming up the top.
Oh.
Break that down, man. I was like,
Oh,
man,
right, yeah.
yeah, Jordan Maxwell. Check him out. Yeah. It was incredible. And Exxon has the two crosses in it, right? The Exxon symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what it means to double cross.
He's tipsy.
Yeah, he tipsy too. Me too, right? Yo, man, we all messed
No,
up.
that wasn't a
We had some
hiccup. It
good-
was like a.
Yeah.
Epiphany.
Yeah, the double
Damn,
cross.
are they,
Yeah, there it is right
they're
there.
planning to
Oh.
double cross people.
Yeah, there you go. See the Exxon symbol?
You could probably just look it up on
The
YouTube.
double cross.
Let's see.
And then yeah,
Double
they
crossing
done it.
fools.
Yeah. You may like the Lakers, but the Lakers are not going to tell you what they're doing inside the tunnel. They have their coaching staff, and you're just a fanatic, just sitting around cheering them on. But they know what they're doing. That's how the whole thing works, man. They're not going to let us know. But we talking just like how they talk. We back like they don't communicate, and like how we communicate. So you got the sun.
These are just all logos
Shows.
with Saturn symbolism in it. So many brands.
Wow.
Nike.
Nike, DirecTV, Nissan, Saturn Cars, Boeing, Sega Saturn, the Nets, Capital One, Hyundai. There's just a ton of them.
Man, fellas, yo, this has been great, man. This has been a great podcast, man. I would love to keep this going on, but at some point I have to end this, and it's been great. You know what I mean?
Thanks for having us on the show.
Yeah.
Finally, we've been talking about it for a long time. So
Yeah,
it's a
we
nice
finally
to
got
have
it done, bro. Make some noise, everybody. That's right. Eric and Jason. Tell me your information one more time so they can follow you.
My Instagram is probably the best. It's at ERIXILVA, Eric Silva.
Mine was up there for the FP footwear. You guys seen it all through the whole thing, so
Yeah. It's that time. I'm gonna make my own song on the Good Night song. I used to rock Carol Burnett. I'm so glad we had this time, but I'm gonna do my own little joint. Thanks for coming and good night. But you know, mine's is it's time to land that plane. And every time I land that plane, the crybaby starts to cry.
he's landed it.
Yo, it's been a great show, man, and thank y'all for coming through. I'm your host, Killah Priest. Yo, next time we come, the next time we're gonna do a segment where I'm giving out advice to people with that's having problems in their relationships and things like that. So that's a new segment we have going on.
Beautiful.
Man,
it's like
AD coming
back
on
in the day.
Huh?
Love line.
Yeah. Come
Killah
and
Priest
listen to you.
line.
Listen to Priest.
Dr. Drew.
Come kick it with you. And I'm pretty good with that type of stuff. Not to toot my own horn, but I can talk about some just remaining positive on a positive note, making sure that everybody leave on a positive note. If you was meant to be together, then you meant to be together. If not, you got to slide to the right, slide to the left, and keep it moving. Yeah, there's a lot of people in the world. Well, thank y'all for coming through, man. My name is Killah Priest. My guest tonight,
Jeez.
A Diesel on the rocket. We land the plane, man. One love.
See you guys next time. Next Monday.
Mr. Dr. Love.
Sick.
In the galaxy, there's a cube. The cube is the net is the streets where killers log on to connect. Neurotransmitters, dealers reset. Looking for a transplant, niggas for the body to reject. Through the street, deep neurons, niggas form like cells. Holding heat molecules that'll boss off and leave shells. Around the ground of your dome's town, chrome full pound. In park and lake areas, hunters release the hounds. Here's where the peptides feeds on their own proteins. Seagull ion will blow ion. Niggas contaminate the bloodstream. Arteries clogging lobbies. Receptors not enough oxygen. Red cells camouflage with shotties. Peptides are synthesized in the neutron soma. Cause the block to go into a coma. Synaptic dive, rush, switch to chemicals after the weed aroma. Removal of the block's brain mechanism may affect the system. Get out of line, flat line when the tech hit them. Respect the wisdom or it's death in prison. In the street matrix, thugs shed blood in front of all nations. The beast on the rise, surprise. Saddam had a facelift. Big brother disguise, a hide in the spaceship in the street matrix. Alkaline thugs blasting out amino acid niggas. Tap the killers, follow white rabbit dealers. Down holes, Merovingian holes, holding ratchet triggers. Underground railroads like modern Harriet bitches. Rugged dolphins release, ecstasy bitches walking the streets. Coffins beneath, opiates, OG kids, but nothing in New York is sweet. Jezebel show you bitch with the bullet she caught with her teeth. Blocks is dated to the Glocks is waving. Cops are caving, shots are blazing like the Nazis invading. Dudes beefing till the glue car gone. PCP starts increasing. Then this bitch whispers a secret. The laws of attraction. War there's action. Capping and stabbing. The old lady telling the captain while the analyst grafting. So take a trip through the mind and take a trip down the train line. At the same time, what's out there is in you. The real meaning of an interview. Street matrix. In the street matrix. Thugs shed blood in front of all nations. The beast on the rise, surprise. Saddam had a facelift. Big brother disguise, a hide in the spaceship in the street matrix.